it says we're live. Huge if true, huge if true. Very, very strange, but good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Wow. Gotta love mornings in Munich. Already have sirens going on outside. It's 4:20 a.m. Oh, 4:20. Not for me. Well, how is it going? How's it going? I have no clue. All right, hold on. So it would be 10 p.m. back home. So that's kind of, maybe people are still awake. But all my Europe homies, you're probably asleep right now. And as much as I'm liking this chill music, I've got over here kind of the content going. So it looks like they're in the seniors, that middle round game. Is this game 2? Looks like probably game 2. So what up, Tuba? Tuba, what's up? Yeah, no, we're gonna be watching Worlds, the finale. So it's late for you, very early for me. 4:25 a.m. at the moment. What is going on though? How you doing? Just waking up, my dude. Oh yeah, but no, I'm excited. I'm very hopeful for any possible, news that we might get for Legend ZA. And there is a chance, there is or maybe even something else. Who knows? Endless possibilities. So with that being said, yeah. That's right. You're an East Coaster. You're rocking that East Coast life that I cannot wait to get back to. Yeah. So, man, you've missed some wild Radical Red for sure. Wild. But maybe you've been catching the VODs, but it's been good stuff. So I wonder if I should have. Nah. So why don't we go ahead and I guess we could just go ahead and switch right on over to Alright, yeah, perfect. So I think they're going to a game 3, so let's go ahead and switch on over there. Nope. Let's do this. Don't know why my AirPods did not stay connected, but there we go. And let's get the other audio gone for a minute. So I guess they're just replaying game 2. Also my mic. Yeah, there we go. Tuba, how is the audio mix? I feel like I might need to turn it. Let me check. There we go. Or wait, can you? And let's get the other audio. Oh, hold on. I think I know it. Why? Yeah. No, I want the sound. I just don't know why it's not going through. It's coming through here. Or maybe, does that do it? What output am I doing here? That'll help me. Output streaming. No, it's channel 4. Oh, no. Here it is.
It's like the Urshifu come in later on.
I think it should be.
Not really so worried about them, especially with the Rillaboom as well. They're the two physical threats that were at the end of that game too. But that Psychic Seed really helping out. Just let it have that longevity a little bit more that we might sometimes forget about because it's activated so early on. And Luke keeps it on the field that entire time.
For these trainers, one about to make history, one match away from becoming the world champion here in Honolulu in the seniors
now
division.
The question is,
for Ray, a
this
testament
good?
to the skill in the Scarlet and Violet era, and for Luke, the final way to be ending off his time in seniors. Let's
pro
watching
myself.
Into game 3 here. Adjustments. Calyrex next to the Urshifu for Farigiraf, Maridon yet again for Luke.
Yeah, nice adjustment here. Again, going from that Amoonguss into the Urshifu here. You've got that immediate damage. If you are the Calyrex, if you are the Urshifu and raise that the field, you maybe protect that Calyrex here, maybe protect the Urshifu here. Scout out what the Maridon's going to do again, or do you try and play into that? Maybe
I'll bring it down just a little bit.
That from your side of the field.
Maybe we go to
maybe go after that Farigiraf because of how threatening
here.
It was in
How's
that
that?
second game.
Tuba, you're my sound guy.
Kind of free up some of your more options.
You are my sound guy. We're
those priority attacks as well. You don't
rocking
worry
it.
about the trick room either, so your Calyrex can breathe a little sigh of release when that Pokemon has gone down.
No, for sure. Love a good commentary.
Turn, but Ray is gonna go on the offensive. Astro Barrage, nothing into the Farigiraf, but a lot of damage.
I mean, once we get to closing ceremonies, I am gonna.
But it's going to be a Draco Meteor miss into the Calyrex. That could have been everything, but instead, Maridon
Big miss.
The very first turn in the match. How devastating!
That is so unfortunate for Luke going for the Draco Meteor and missing. You would have got such a good return there from that Pokemon keeping it on the field.
That's gotta feel real bad.
Coming into the Urshifu, taking it down to its slash, but not enough.
I mean,
Ray taking
as they say, Pokemon is a game of skill, not chance.
Not protecting that first turn, going for pure damage.
The bounce
but also,
back
let's be real,
have from that,
all of these players so much better than I, and these are still like essentially children,
absolutely devastating. This is going to be an
teenagers.
Battle from this point on. In the Calyrex, it has not been damaged
and
whatsoever.
without a doubt, they could all whoop my booty in
the
doubles.
We'll be able to respond.
Yeah, we'll be able to respond, and it probably in that position now where it could go for a nasty plot here, maybe even go.
So too, but this is Pokemon World. This is the current World Champions. This is not the full like World Champ. This is the senior finals. So you have kids, you have seniors, and then you have, I don't know what they call everyone else, but this is essentially the teenager bracket. Let's call it that. It's before you become full-blown adult section. And this is the finals for that middle bracket, and then we're going to be watching the finals for the actual bracket. But this is in Honolulu, and then after, so in about, it should be about only a half hour from now, they're going to get to closing ceremonies. And closing ceremonies, Ishihara said that he was going to give us game news. So we might get Legend ZA news, we might get Pokemon Pocket news, we might get mystery game news, who knows. But any news right now, you know, it's kind of a drought in news at this exact moment. Oh boy.
Seeing the Draco Meteor miss that turn one.
Good comeback for Luke.
I'm not going to settle on that. I'm bringing my entire onto the field.
After that
I'm
big
use that extreme speed. I'm going to get rid of the threat in the Urshifu and go once again for that successful crystallization on the Farigiraf.
People hated on it last year when it got announced. I think Raging Bolt is so freaking cool.
Leveling the playing field going into this next turn.
We talked so much about the importance of the Entei, but this Farigiraf has been MVP so far, doing what the Restricted could not, and now Ray down to final 2 Pokemon. It's the support, and it is the
You gotta love hearing that Farigiraf is an MVP after all the years of Giraffe Rig just being a kind of nothing Pokemon.
Potential for that damage with that Life Orb. Can it do enough though? It doesn't have access to that priority thanks to that Farigiraf, so it has to go slow but steady to take these KOs.
Yeah, the thing is, you
Wow,
really
my
want
hair
to
is-
utilize that thunderclap in this situation.
Can
but
you
with that
tell I
cover
just
up on
woke
the
up
field,
at
the Armatil, that is
literally
blocked until
about a half
Pokemon
hour ago?
Exits. The Amoonguss as well is going to be heavily threatened from that Entei now with the Sacred Fire.
Real
It's
life
gonna do a lot of
Pokemon.
damage into that Pokemon, but maybe
Oh, that's
scouting
true.
out to protect from
The
Raid side, Entei going for protection
live
zone.
action
Amoonguss as well, not
Netflix
wanting to
show.
take attack from this potential Entei. So
That's
it's going to
true.
be the other two to act
We-
on this turn.
I-
Raging Bolt.
they did
Targets
specifically say
into the
game
Farigiraf. It's going to be hanging
announcements,
on
but
this turn,
it's
though.
not out of the
Not gonna be
question.
Bolt, but Psychic Noise targeted into Protected Mushroom instead.
Yeah, and that's a really nice play there, getting some damage onto the
I also
Farigiraf
just
as
need to
soon as
make sure I
possible.
remember and hit
Prioritizing getting
record.
rid of that Pokemon is really what you want to do. We talked about the
see if I can
importance
add
of
this
that
over here.
Armatil. It is going to be something you have to remove as soon as possible to kind of free up the ability
I
to
can
use
throw
that
it right
Thunderclap.
here.
Some of those priority attacks that are going to be so useful in closing this game out. Maybe you have to sacrifice
'cause I
your
obviously
Amoonguss
want to
here
make
and
sure I
go for that
record
Rage
the
Power to
actual
try and draw in
closing
some of those big
ceremonies.
threatening attacks from
Reaction.
Entei, that's on Luke's side of the field.
Notable, there is still Terastallization for Ray, so when the moment counts the most, we're going to be able to see the
did
Sparkles
I
come out onto
miss
the
it? Yeah,
match.
no,
Not
I'm
for
good.
offensive on that Raging Bolt, though. Instead, wanting to make sure that this Amoonguss can stick around as long
Smart
as
Terra.
possible into that fairy type. Trying to make sure if a Sacred Fire comes out, it's going to be
Ooh.
helping out by
Oh.
helping hand. Can we get the damage here? Rage Powder, the Amoonguss is... You got the damage with the Raging Bolt. You need to keep this Pokemon
Alright, so what's Entei
safe.
going
but
for?
is this going to be enough? You drop the weakness, and you're going to take
Great
the hit,
Terra.
but you take the
Oh,
burn.
but it gets the burn.
It does survive though.
Gets
That's
the
all
burn.
Ray needs to do for this one turn, because maybe that is enough to remove the Entei from the field, and the Thunder build come out, a Thunderbolt enough to take that down, not into the Farigiraf, so that gets to stick around for a little
It
bit
is.
longer.
All right, we got these two Pokemon, the Burnt Little Mushroom.
All right, so-
on a little bit of borrowed time as we get into the ending of this game number one. Luke, this will be the Grimmsnarl.
Wait,
once
game
well
number one?
trained, as he's down to his final two as well.
I thought this was
on
game two.
full health.
Yeah, the Amoonguss now in a good position to just go for another one of those.
Wonder if
Rage
they're running
Powders
behind,
and the
actually.
Raging Bolt, get rid of this Farigiraf on Luke's side of the field, and then it becomes pretty much a one-on-one situation. You've got the more offensive power on Ray's side, so it's all for Luke to do
just a
here.
little
Rage
bit.
Powder coming out as a light screen is set up.
Trying to make sure that you can outdamage your opponent, not take too much as Thunderbolt into the Farigiraf, more than enough to bring Luke down to final Pokemon. And with the sportive one, and the only move of choice being this foul play.
All right, so now
does
he's got the
Luke have
Urshifu's
enough to
still,
close
or
this
does he-
out?
It's going to be very, very difficult. You'd
I'm
say
very
with
confused
the
why they have
burn on
5
the Amoonguss
Pokemon.
is
Is it
really
just
impactful
unknown
here.
which one?
The big thing is
Has
the
he not
electric
revealed
drain
his
has
final
now
mon?
disappeared, so that Grimmsnarl going to be susceptible to those spores. If the Amoonguss can get one,
Oh,
of
no,
those
no,
off,
Grimmsnarl's
maybe
his final
take a
mon.
chance to
The
just
other two are
protect
just the
Raging
ones
Bolt
that he
one
did not
turn.
bring.
Scout
I
out
see.
the foul players going into that slot. Utilize the Amoonguss. Go for
No,
the
this is
spore,
definitely
but
not a
we're gonna
recap.
have
This
it.
is
Instead, the forfeit's locked in, and with that,
Forfeit.
Ray Yamanaka is going to be
Little
your
baby
Pokemon
flames.
World Champion here in the seniors division. A thrilling
I mean, they're
back and
indoors,
forth
in a
best
tiny-
of three
I mean,
set.
well, not
and
tiny,
in the
but, you know.
end, being able to close it out. First year and playing now in Scarlet.
All right, so that
and
wasn't game one. That was game two. That was just them mistalking. But there you go. There's your senior world champ, Mr. Ray Yamanaka.
Incredible from Ray, from start
Congrats,
to
Ray.
finish. It was a testament to his play throughout. It looked a little bit dicey after that game too, but he was able to kind of overcome that.
Congrats,
come
that
through
was,
it, and in the end, really
it is big
capitalized
news
on
for a little
some
guy.
very
Big news for a little
well-positioned
guy.
Pokemon, and utilizing the tools that he had available, like that Raging Bolt in the end game.
Also too, but just so you're aware, this is on the YouTube stream is just a slightest of slight delays. So if you see anything on Twitter like 3-4 minutes before the announcement, don't spoil.
And to both of our finalists.
Honestly, that was that was all we could ask for
There.
in this set. There was
There's
so
our
back
casters.
and forth. All the drama on the thrills, a worthy world champion.
That is the largest not on a tie I've seen since
Drake's spoken about
1990.
this being a tough tournament through and through, and Luke made him work for it in the finals, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely didn't make it easy at all, and that the adjustment in game two was so great to see. The surprise terrestrialization on the Farigiraf, catching Ray off guard.
All right,
taking
there's the
down that
replay, yeah.
Calyrex was such an important turn.
The Maridon miss
Big
was
thing that you would say for
huge.
Luke was
Right there,
very
right here.
unfortunate going into that game three. Pivotal turn
That was
with that
huge.
Draco Meteor miss, because if that hits, things might have turned out a little bit differently there.
It's so tough. You have these
It lived with
powerful
its sash, yeah?
attacks, but there has to be the drawback somewhere, and Draco Meteor sometimes sometimes that is
Tuba,
going to be your
cleaning the
downfall.
cat box
And
is
maybe
the
if we have even
huge,
seen the aggression from the
huge
Choreograph in
task.
the opposing slot on the first turn, but that's
One of those
such a
things that
hard
you go,
call, 'cause
I'm
at
going to
the
do
same
it
time,
today.
If you're running these
And then you feel
not so
really bad the
accurate
next
moves,
morning when you wake up and
you
realize
can't
you
just
forgot to.
just,
So good on
"Hey,
you.
Maybe it won't hit, so I got to cover. Because you still need to take care of the Urshifu in that spot as well. So that is so tough.
I'm even
Absolutely
excited to get home so I can
heartbreaking
clean the
for
cat
Luke.
litter box
But
still,
for
if I'm
Ray
being
to be
honest.
able to bring this to a
Even
3
excited for that.
game and win in this end game was just phenomenal.
Yeah, and I think as well, to talk about how Ray has trained his Pokemon, being able to take that helping hand, Sacred Fire, pivotal in that endgame situation where it was enough to be able to protect that Raging Bolt and just enough time to allow it to remove the really key parts of Luke's side of the field and allow him to walk on and become a 2024 Seniors World Champion.
The first game that was the first set that's gone to 3 here in our bracket, and so worthy. These two were both so deserving, and what a way for this finals to end. Truly,
Actually,
speechless.
2 weeks.
There is so much.
In 2
yet
weeks,
not
I will
enough to
officially
say
be
about
home.
This was just absolutely
And I
fantastic.
cannot wait.
Seeing the adjustments from each game to next as Ray caught a little off guard by the aggression from Luke in game 2, and then game 3 being able to match it to be able to close it out was just
Cannot
wow.
wait.
Yeah, it was very well done, and I think that's the thing where Luke was quite comfortable in that situation, saying, "Okay, I just need to get my Photograph into a position."
Oh,
where
there is
I'm almost
our-
giving us a false sense of security in a lot of ways, where the
Oh,
photographs, yeah, it's throwing.
wow,
it's like
that
throwing
was-
them
that wasn't
through
even
this or
game 2,
whatever
that
is
was game
next to the
3.
Calyrex, but I'm not going to lock in with this foul play.
You do like when a
I'm gonna
finals
maybe
comes
choose
down
help in hand here and
to
there
game
to
3,
try
though,
and
you
get
know?
that extra damage.
Really makes
But
it feel
then,
like it's
at
a
the
true
right time,
competition.
just perfectly timed, was able to trash-lize that
Yeah,
photograph
man,
and
I
really
am almost
capitalize
there.
in
I
that
cannot
moment,
wait.
just wasn't able
I cannot wait to be home.
take that into game 3, unfortunately, but more testament to Ray in that situation because really not faltering, kind of sticking to the game plan, utilizing the perfect tools for the job to get over the line with that Calyrex, taking the opportunity when it's presented to go for that nasty plot, get that +2 boost, which is so important. And although you're sitting in front of most of the time a Pokemon that is a normal type, right, that you can't hit with the Astral Barrage, so you think, oh, maybe if the Entei goes for that Terastallization, then I'm not going to be able to hit that either. But then you forget about the Psychic and how devastating that can be, especially when it's up to +3, +4.
I mean, what a set, and I think it's about due time that we get to hear from our new Pokemon World Champion and head on over to the stage to hear from Ray himself.
All right, let's see what little
I'm
dude
here
has
with
to
your
say.
world champion, Ray Yamanaka. Congratulations. When you started your journey to Worlds,
Homie's from
did you
Japan, I
expect that
think.
this would be the result?
世界大会に向けていろいろと準備してきたと思うんですけども、まさか世界チャンピオンになれると思いましたか？
全くそんなことは考えていませんでした。とても嬉しいです。
I had no idea that I would be the world champion. I didn't think I'd be able to do that at all, but I'm really happy that I did.
We're so proud of you as well, and you are upholding an amazing tradition of Japanese
Before I
world
headed to bed,
champions. How does it
I did
feel
watch
to be
the
representing Japan
very
as a
start
world
of the
champion?
Pokemon Go
日本選手の代表と
finals.
して勝てたっていうこと
Which I'm gonna be honest,
すごい嬉しいこと
Serious
じゃないです
props
か
to any of the Go players.
はい、とても本当に嬉しいです。
Yeah, I'm
but,
so happy I was able to win
I
as a
don't get it.
representative of Japan.
And is
I
there
was very
anyone
happy
here
for
cheering
them,
for you or
but it's just not
watching
my
online that you wanna say
VGC is
hello
much
or
more
thank you
my
to?
enjoyable watching thing.
今見てる
I could probably
ご家
enjoy
族
watching
とか
Unite,
友達とか
but
今応援してくれてる
but,
人に
yeah.
挨拶とかメッセージありますか？
the VGC is definitely what I'm here for. But
そうだな。
this kid is interviewing so much better than the full-blown adults that were going into that.
応援してくれた人たちに感謝しかないし、これからも
Tuba. Yeah, you know,
I have nothing but
5
gratitude
minutes
for
ago when I
everyone who
discovered
supported me on this journey so far, and
Ray's
I will keep
existence,
doing my best
I
in
too was
future
like,
as
let's
well.
go
Thank
Ray.
you so much.
Thank you so much for an amazing match. Congratulations one more time
Hi.
to your world champion. And that's not all. We have lots more Pokemon coming your way, don't we, casters? Over to you.
Lots more Pokemon coming our way. Is Sierra getting to
Wow, what a phenomenal
broadcast
couple
the
of
finale?
finals
If
we
so,
had
huge
so
for
far
her.
here on Championship Sunday, but we still have one
they've
more to
swapped it
show
on
you.
over.
My name is Rosemary Kelly, and I'm joined by Lou Aktosh Chromie, and we are so excited to bring you the Masters Finals for
I mean,
the video game here at the 2024
this makes-
Pokemon World Championships.
Rose and
We
Lou
only
are
have one
legends
champion
in the
left to crown
casting,
here at the 2024
but
Pokemon World
so stoked to see
Championships.
Sierra
It has been an
has
incredible
been
weekend of
casting
competition
as much as she
across all
has.
the
It's
amazing games
so
we
cool.
have
I
here.
remember
But
watching
now it is
Sierra
time for the Masters
Division on the video game side of things.
Back when she was just discovering VGC, and it's so cool to see how much she's grown into this
scanning
role.
this QR code to get some email updates. Make sure you
Get the
subscribe
email updates,
and
obviously.
make sure that you are all in the know
That's
about
where
what
we get the
upcoming
news.
Pokemon events and live streams and all the good stuff at the Pokemon Center you have
Also,
coming your
Tuba,
way.
if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the like because, you know,
Action. And speaking of
helps
action,
the stream.
the top cut that has gone through for these Masters Division players has been incredible. So let's take a refresher at the top bracket and how things have shaped up for our
I
players.
can't
You can
believe
see our finalists
Wolfie
here,
was going...
Yuta Ishigaki and Luca Cheriberi being able to be one step away from the world champion.
What's amazing about this Top Cut bracket
I don't know about the Tuba. It was kind of just like not knowing how to answer the question. Anyways,
and that was Michael Kelshi looks
but
being able to make it into that semifinals where
Wolfie,
Ishigaki,
who you know
I
is
think a lot of
previous
people,
world
when
champ,
you look at the matchup on paper, you think maybe Michael is the one
and
who's
just
going to
so
be able
fun to
have
watch.
the advantage
Went
there,
9-0,
Yuta playing so well
made his
through
way,
that
and then
semifinals
just
to get here. Likewise,
went
on the
from
other side,
9-0 to
though, with
9-3
Cheriberi,
and got
amazing
kicked
player.
out, and it just
Yes, I think
it was
both Luca and Yuta were so dominant
such a
in their
dagger,
top four matches as
such a
well,
dagger
really
if
going
I'm
on the
being
offensive
honest.
and just being in command, total control throughout the entire set. As you can see, they were both 2-0 victories as well. There was almost nothing stopping them from getting into this final.
But what
So we
stood
got
out about both of them
Yuta,
in their play in the semifinals was the fact that
Ishigaki,
they are
and
just so
Luca.
unafraid to make some big plays to try to get that advantage
Luca's from
either early
Spain,
on
I
in the
think,
game or
right?
really turn the tides in their favor. So I think we're in for a good one, Lou, as we get ready to go for
Let's
the very
find
first
out.
game of this final match of the competition.
I feel like
It's just
Luca
kind of been an amazing journey to get here.
has
I think that's
definitely
the thing, though. This
made
World
appearances in
Championship
previous
was
years.
So coveted. We've been in Hawaii before, twice in fact, today being the third World Championship here, and there's so much history.
Actually, I
being
recognize
made,
both
so
of them
much
for
at stake
sure.
these trainers. The player pool was
Maybe if
incredible.
not just from the
And
past
now
2
we're down to
days.
just 2 final competitors, and being able to see all the victorious successes and the heartbreak along the way does just show the journey that all these
Heartbreak
players have
along
been
the
through.
way.
And even though there are just 2 remaining, we've got to also kind of credit and remember all the players that battled them along the way to be here and earned their place at the World Championships.
I mean, that's a great point because we had 694
I wonder
Masters
if
Division
one of
trainers
these is
enter into the
one of the 3
competition
that
on
took
the
out
very
Wolfie.
first day
I
on
did miss
Friday.
those 3,
The
but I
fact
know
that
they were,
it's just gonna be
or I
Luca
think they
and
were all
Yuta
3
left,
Canadians.
That is a
I
testament
saw the
to
memes
itself.
going
This
around
is
it.
the biggest World Championships we have
Wolfie's
ever had, and it's
Achilles
also
heel is
the very
Canadians,
first
which
one
is
we've
kind of
ever had
hilarious.
with a single restricted rule set. You've gotten a chance already to see how that has played out for the juniors and the seniors division, but just in case you're tuning in for the first time, it means that we've got one
Tuba,
very powerful Pokemon on either
for
side
you,
that a lot of these
tuning in
teams
for the first
have been
time.
created around.
And it was a hot topic of discussion, right? You know, which single restricted is going to be the champion at the end of the day. And a lot of people were obviously talking
There you
about
go.
Shadow
Now you
Rider
can see
Calyrex that
Yuta.
we just saw in the seniors division as
And now
well.
I'll
And
put back
we're
up
kind of
there.
rocking the fit a little bit
Yeah,
for
we-
that Pokemon choice. But it's not to be for the Masters division. That restricted Pokemon is either going to be Miraidon or it's going to be the Ice Rider Calyrex.
And both of those Pokemon have definitely been towards the forefront of what we would consider the meta heading into this event. Ice Rider Calyrex alongside Shadow Rider Calyrex, very consistent in terms of the damage output that it can have. With a spread type 100% accurate move, you know that your damage is always going to land. Similarly for Miraidon, this was a Pokemon that has an enormous special attack stat, also a very powerful signature move, even though it is going to be single target, but also how could you not love the purple dragon?
I mean, speaking of signature
How
moves
could
as
you
well,
not love the
obviously
Purple
Electro
Dragon?
Drift,
Asking the
much
important
damage coming
questions.
down. But as you
Still
said,
my
it's single
favorite of
target,
the
so if
2
you want to have
dragons,
those
though the other
sprite
dragon's
moves,
good,
you
but
can look
like
right at the Ice
Purple
Rider
Dragon,
Calyrex
best
using that
dragon.
Glacial Lance to deal so much destruction on the field. It's really hard to avoid those attacks, obviously, as well, because they are on the more accurate scale, of course, and doubling down into both the opposing
the big
Pokemon,
question.
if chilling nade boosts
Do I
get
already go in
rolling
for a
through
cup
as
2 of
well,
coffee?
It makes the Calyrex so formidable to deal with. So it's going to be a clash
That
of
might be a little
champions
brutal
between
on the
Pokemon
stomach.
Two very esteemed Pokemon
But I
trainers as
want
well
it.
today.
Even though we kind of
Let's see
expect
how
to
these
see
battles go.
Miraidon
Maybe-
and
maybe
Ice Rider
I'll
Calyrex
get a
both
second cup.
towards the top tables of our competition, I think what's been so unique to watch is just how
Tuba,
all of our
honestly,
trainers
so
actually
I didn't
approach how to
even
build
start
around
watching
that.
VGC
For
until the
Miraidon
pandemic.
teams, in the past couple of weeks, we've
But
really
boy,
started
did
to
I
notice
get into
a
it. Like,
trend
and
where
watching
Miraidon
draft
has been
leagues, like,
supported by
if you
Pokemon
pick
like
a team,
Whimsicott, Farigiraf, but then it's sort
it's
of about how
like-
do you round out the rest of the
there was
team
a point
that
where I was
becomes
like,
a bit
this
more
is-
predictable. You
I was
always
more
wanna have
excited
sort
than
of that
watching
fire
the
water
Philadelphia
fast forward
Eagles,
can.
which is my
And
football
in this
team, but,
case,
like-
we do end up seeing
and I
sort of a
love
decision
watching the
made
Eagles.
between what type of fire type you would like to have.
But VGC
on the
can
other
be
side of things,
very fun to watch.
Utah
I went
made
to
such a creative
San Diego
approach
for a
to
regional
building
last year,
out an Ice
and
Rider
just like
Calyrex team that's gonna be
sitting
so
there
fun to watch.
watching
And I think those terra types have really
people
come to
up
the
there
forefront as well.
play their
Some
video
trainers
games,
opting
but
for
you
really
watch on the
offensive
screen the
terra
moves,
types
like
to give an
it's
extra boost behind
freaking
the damage
fun.
of their moves. But then we've also seen a lovely change in transition to more defensive Terra types as well, particularly on Pokemon like Miraidon that we've been talking about.
See,
Terra
all right, so
Electric
here's
was
the thing though,
reigning
Tuba.
supreme when we first were able to access this Pokemon, but now
I
coming
have
into
this
Pokemon
drink
World
that
Championships, we're
stays
seeing
by
some
my
more defensive
bedside, not
plays, things like
sponsored,
Terra
but it's
Fairy
called
in action
Club
that not
Early
only
Bird,
provides some little defensive
and
coverage from those
it is
powerful
like a
Draco Meteors in the mirror,
rehydrating
for
and
example,
caffeine drink.
but
So
also
that
potential Glacial Lances,
that
you're
was
dropping
technically
your
my
Dragon
second
Tide,
cup
getting
of
rid the ice
caffeine.
weakness, and boosting a cheeky dazzling gleam as well.
So
It
if
is
I had
such a
another,
nice
it'd be
bit
my
of coverage
third
that you
cup
can
of
have too.
caffeine.
We've seen Miraidon be able to close out games, kind of similarly to what we see from Ice Rider.
It was
Calyrex
kind.
being able to
So
do straight
I agree
damage,
with your
strip down
concept.
those Pokemon enough,
Cup
then
1,
the
which was
Miraidon
the
can
second
clean
I
up
woke
the
up,
rest of
was
the
my
work at the very
baseline.
end of the day.
And sometimes you need a helping hand on your team as well, whether
This was
it is
my wake up.
literally a helping hand from something like Iron Hands, or the
So it
move
would
choice
still
from
only be my
Choreograph, for
second cup
example.
of coffee,
All those
but it would be my
supportive
third
Pokemon
cup
are the
of
key components to enabling those restricted
caffeine.
Pokemon to shine in their
And
signature roles on the team. Iron
probably
Hands definitely is a
shouldn't, but
Pokemon
I
that
want
since
to,
we got
but I
Miraidon with the
shouldn't.
Hadron engine in the field,
If I do get up, I'll probably get me some,
Iron Hands while allowing it to still look fashionable with its Assault Vest, has really enabled it to come back into the meta, and it definitely
Some of the
hasn't
blueberries out of my little
disappointed,
mini
and it's on the
fridge over
roster
there.
today.
It really has been amazing to see how Iron Hands
can't wait
has
to have a
slotted
real
itself
size
back
fridge
into
again.
the fray. At the very beginning
such a
of
weird
Scarlet
thing.
and Violet, when it first became
But living out of
legal
a
to
mini
use the
fridge?
format, it was everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
It's so bulky, but now that it has a Quark Drive and you get a chance to have that attack boost, it can also deal a significant amount of damage to shore up the matchups in a way that maybe the Miraidon can't necessarily do all by itself.
Rose's
But
hair
when it's
coloring
come
is
down to the
always
Ice Rider
top
Calyrex teams
tier.
that we've seen, you know what's sort of
Whoever does her hair,
the
maybe it's
evolution
her.
There
Just
is you look at Ice Rider
that is
Calyrex,
a
it's naturally
top
very
tier
slow, like
hair
Iron Hands,
stylist,
but
hair colorist.
Ice Rider Calyrex nowadays doesn't necessarily always have to operate in Trick Room to actually be powerful.
Well, sometimes the Pokemon can be slow, but let's pick up the pace here at the Pokemon World Championships. Let's introduce you to our 2 finalists in the Masters Division.
All right, here's Luca and Yuta. Oh, I was blocking Yuta's team a little bit there. Wait, hold on. Can I not play this? I don't know if I can play that song, so I'm muting the audio while we get through this, but it's a bop. I get the feeling I'm not allowed to play the song, so glad I hopped in there real quick. It is a bop though. Here, boop, beep, beep, boop, 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 beep, boop, boop, boop. All right, audio's back.
Let's get right into your video game Masters Championship. Welcome to the stage from Italy, Luca Ceribelli.
Italy, of course, Luca. What was I thinking? Little baby flames, little baby flames.
And
That
from
flame's about the size of
Japan,
Charmander's tail.
Yuta Ishigaki.
Nice little aerosol flames, though.
All right, we just have a few moments before the match, so I just want to know, how confident are you feeling?
今日の自信のほどはどうですか decent, yeah.
Great, simple answer, very good. What about you, how confident?
I let the game decide.
All right, that's a good answer too. Let's hear it for your 2
Ooh, I
competitors.
like that
Do you
answer.
want to see them play? I do too. Please take your seats.
I mean,
Matt, let's
obviously,
get right
it's
into this match.
slightly cultural difference as well.
We're going to keep it short and sweet here as we try to allow our competitors to get ready to go for this World Championships. So exciting because, Lou, we're going to be crowning a new world champion
They
here
just put the
this weekend
Charmander
for
under there,
Masters
like, all right, when we
Division.
tell you,
I mean,
lift
Anna
up your
just asked
tail.
the question. I definitely
Go.
want to see them play, and it sounds like the crowd does as well. It has been such a journey for these trainers to be able to get through to the world stage, and both of them
I don't know
after
who I'm.
that
All right, we're
first
gonna
ever
watch
world
game
title
1 and
for either
we're
of
gonna
them.
see who I'm
There can be
pulling
so
for.
much history, so much at stake to be made here.
And there's so much support for them in the audience as well. We actually have a couple of friends and
All right,
family
Hanzo.
staying by with
Yuta
Sierra,
has
so
a
let's hear
little
from them
Amoonguss
about their support for these competitors.
On his side. What does Luca have?
Thank you so much, you two. I am here with friends of our finalists. A few words, so I'm hoping to dive a little bit deeper. I have Arashi Mari and Humahara. One question each.
I don't
wanna
know. I mean,
do you think
I
Luca is
liked the
ready to
Luca's
become a world
answer just
champion?
because it was I'll let the game
I think
decide.
so.
Which, I mean, look,
Before the tournament, I knew he was
in the
one
end,
of the best in the world.
it is.
I didn't know if he was the best, but like after seeing how he went from 3-2
Oh, these are the
in day one,
people who lost to them.
like winning 8 games straight against some of the hardest matchup for Miraidon, and then winning all the games in Top Cut. Like Like right now, I think he's the best in the world. Like if anyone can do it,
All right.
it's him.
So this guy's pulling for
That's an
Luka.
opportunity to prove it now. That is for sure. Yeah, let's hear it, guys. We got to make sure we got a lot of noise in here for our finals. But of course, you know, I have to ask the same. But about Yuta, do you think ready to become a world champion?
I still want to know what plush Luka has.
はい、本人に話を聞いた感じ、しっかり準備はできてるっぽいんで、みんなで応援して盛り上がっていきましょう。
Yes, from what I heard from him, he's very prepared, and I hope that we can all support him and tell him to do his best.
I cannot wait to get started with this
All
final.
right, well,
Let's not waste
Luka
any
got
more
a
time.
way
Head
better.
back
I mean,
on
I
over
know
to
it's
our
kind of,
casters.
it is kind of, you know, the cultural thing, but Luka got a way better endorsement
Thank you
there.
so much for those words of encouragement for our competitors. It really is no surprise why both of them are here. We talk about them being prepared and ready to go for this Masters Finals.
I think
Let's give you
blindly,
a little bit of insight why we
just based on
expected to see
Luka's
them
answer
here
and
in
that
the
guy's
first
answer,
place.
I think
On
I'm
the
pulling
left,
for
you have
Luka.
Yuta Ishigaki, who came into this event with just so much experience playing the video game, over 10 plus years having actually played this game, and also came in as one of the favorites from the Japan national circuit.
Exactly, so much consistency in recent times,
Tuba.
as well as having
You
over
got
a
the
decade
jokes,
of
you got the
veteran
jokes.
experience that he's going to be able to pull on here and can remain composed on the world stage. His opponent, however, in the form of Luka, has a lot
you
of
got the
accomplishments
jokes.
as well. If we just look at his world championship history back in the 2022 World Championships, he finished top 64. The following Worlds in 23 finished in the top 32, and then has gone even further here in 24 to be at least second place. And who knows, in a matter of minutes, we might find out if he's going to get the #1 spot. But also more recently at the Bologna special event in Europe, was able to get
There is
second
so much
place.
setup.
So
I will
he
say
knows
that,
what it
that's
takes
the
to be able
one.
to get to this point, but he also knows
he's
how
so-
it feels to get second. He
I
wants
can't tell
to
if he's
get first.
nervous or just
Absolutely.
like
Both of our
so
trainers
bored
really
that the
looking
game
forward
hasn't
to that
started.
world
I want to
champion
believe
title,
he's
but
just
Luke,
like,
who do
oh,
you
let's
think
start the
is going
game.
to actually win this championship?
Do you know what? I could have made
he has a
this decision on an
skip bloom.
absolute coin
I mean,
flip.
that,
It is
that's
so
kind of a.
close between both
Hold
these
on, let's look at the
competitors. Yuta
teams.
has so much offensive pressure with the Pokemon choices on his
Luka
team.
brought the purple
But let's be honest,
dragon.
I got to be rooting for
And I
Europe
don't
here,
love
Luka
Landers.
Cherry-Belly. He's going to be the one for me.
I was also on the fence about this one because I think there's so many different things that Luka can do in order to win this match. But right now,
I think
the onus is
based
on
on these
Yuta
teams,
to really set the pace of this match, to try to
based on these
throw
teams,
Luka
I'm
off
pulling
this
for
game.
Luka.
And if Yuta can just kind of go
They
for
both
the
have
gold
Urshi.
in those first couple of turns, he might just have the game outright.
Plus, I am a lover of Miraidon, so I love to see that
should
here
be-
in the
yeah,
final.
exactly,
Definitely
Miraidon.
one I'm going to be keeping my eye on.
Miraidon
It's
is the
newer
reason.
Pokemon that we've been able to play with in Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet as well, so it's nice to see it in its kind of first attempt here on the world
Too,
stage.
but
to see what
the
it
way
can do.
that I would,
With
the
Ice
only
Rider
chance I would
Power
have
Ups,
it
has
beating
been
them
a little bit underrated as we take a look at maybe
is
some
if
of the
I got
online
them
tournaments.
paralyzed every
Heading
single
into
turn.
This weekend is a lot of our trainers
If
trying
like
to
turn
prepare
one, I
for
had both
just the
both
very
mons had
best
static
of
and
the
it landed both,
tournament.
and
But
then
now I think for
they got the
Yuta,
full
this has
para
been
every
such
time.
an accomplished Pokemon for him. One thing though that Yuta has
Yeah, I
not
think
faced yet.
Once again, blindly, I could
despite
change
all
this
the
after game
preparation that
one,
he has put
after
into
seeing their
this
play
tournament.
styles,
He has
but I
yet
think I'm
to
pulling
face
for
a
Luka.
Miraidon. So
I
this
think
is
I am
going to
pulling
be
for Luka.
His very first experience in the entire tournament here in the finals.
Isn't that wild that you can go through the whole Pokemon World Championships
We
and
have,
this is the first
you know-
time? I mean, better late than never, I guess, to face
wow.
down against a Miraidon. And he certainly does have some tools in his team composition to be able to deal with it. But just a little
Juniors
refresher as well of
in
both of these
2014,
contenders. You can see that they
online in
already have a lot of
2014,
accomplishments on their roster.
Tokyo.
And as of today, they're going to be able to add one more.
One
Alright, so
more.
they just
of them
both were
looking for
top
that
8 in
big,
their
big
in London
finish.
and
Yuta actually, though, being
like
able
in
to
Europe
do so well in the
International
online qualifiers, I
and
think it speaks a little bit to just
Japan.
how you're supposed to be able to play maybe some of these
he was only
best
top
ones, those
24 in
one
Japan.
game sets.
Go-
I mean,
I
very
mean,
impressive
good for
and
Yuta,
also
though.
very difficult in the moment to figure out
Oh,
maybe
he's
what
nervous.
kind of game plan you want to go
Yeah,
for.
he's
but
nervous.
This is certainly a team that can
I
really
think
try
he
to
was
throw
just kinda
people off guard with.
baselining
When we take a look
as-
at Ice Rider Calyrex teams,
Yeah.
we really
Alright.
have seen more
Let's
often
get rid of
than
the
not
banner
at the
for a
very beginning
second.
of the format, leaning heavily into that trick room
And
mode.
Tuba, it
But
is
as
best
we
out of
started
3
to progress
games.
and move towards the World Championships, really has been a bit more about trying to be a little bit faster. But there's no tailwind on this Pelipper.
Exactly, but Yuta
No
does still
tailwind
have
on
a
that
lot of
Pelipper.
speed options here. You have very speedy Pokemon in the form of the Iron
Watch
Valley,
out
and
in the
particularly when
crowd,
it gets that
Yuta
booster energy
accidentally
activated,
flung
as
his
well as
hat
the
after
Landorus
winning
with the
round
choice
one.
scarf. So you have the two fastest
How do you
things out of
accidentally
this
fling your
composition
hat?
of 12 Pokemon that could be in this battle.
There's no-
You also have the utility to go for Trick
Unless-
Room in the
unless
form
you
of
were so
Calyrex.
excited you
so
went,
Yuta really
"Yeah."
does have that in
I'm pretty sure you
control, and then we'll be
intentionally
forcing
take it
Luka
and
to have to adapt
throw
to
it.
that very early on in turn 0.
And on Luca's side with this Miraidon, again, a very classic composition around this particular Pokemon. But when you look at maybe how Luca might want to try to approach this game plan versus Yuta, you're really looking at the Miraidon, the Iron Hands to be able to take advantage of the electric terrain.
Oh wait, so Electric Drift, oh, Dazzling Gleam. I didn't know Miraidon can learn Dazzling Gleam. That's pretty fun.
On the very fast and offensive side, Iron Hands a little bit more
I'm definitely pulling for Luca.
slow and steady. So Luca does have the tools
Perfect
to be able
preparation,
to adjust
staying with
accordingly
former
to
world
whatever user is throwing
champion.
down. And you can see here, perfect preparation, staying with the former world champion Arashi Marty, who heard from earlier, winning back in 2013. Could Luca be winning here for Italy in 2024?
Let's go ahead and find out, everybody.
That was an adorable Quagsire plush.
The Masters Finals of the 2024 Pokemon
Let's do this.
Championships. For Luca, you are right away.
All right, game one.
All
right, so we're watching off of Yuta's screen. Why Pokemon still has not come up with a proper spectator? Oh, this is a proper spectator. Good for them. Good for them.
But Pelipper is also rocking that helping hand. If you can give a boost to the
I guess it just keeps one side.
Going through for something like a Sandsear Storm, that is going to be able to remove the Miraidon from play.
Well, good on Pokemon.
It sees the perfect target
Landorus
on the other
is
side. This Miraidon
made of
with the Terra
nightmares.
Fury is going to be weak to the Sludge Bomb, but it's also being pressured down by those super effective Sandsear Storms.
I guess I could just
So
move my
this
chat
could be
over
one
here.
way that we actually need to see Luca make one of these split-second decisions. Do you try to Terrasilize down? To try to get yourself off the field with something like a Volt Switch? It's going to come down to this first turn.
The Urshifu on Luca's side as well, having that Focus Sash gives it a little bit of flexibility. You can apply a lot of pressure with something like the Surging Strikes, particularly boosted up by the opposing Pelipper's Rain.
Ooh, they're taking their full time.
Through that opposing Landorus, but let's see how this turn
probably
is going to
solid.
play out.
It does have a Focus Sash, so it's going to be able to withstand one of those hits as well, before the Pelipper may be able to follow up. But that's why this Miraidon is going to be
Iron Hands out.
manually switch off the field. It's
Get
going
the
to be
Quark Drive.
Iron Hands that takes its place, hopefully able to take these hits also. You see the attack boost come through from this Quark Drive as, look at that, there is a Terrasalization.
Yes,
Can you imagine?
joins the field. It is holding that Assault Vest, so it's going to be able to, withstand a decent amount of the special attack that the
Ghost
opposing
type.
Landorus is able to
Ghost
throw its
type
way. It is
Lando.
going to go for that defensive Terra type into the Ghost typing here, as well as Pelipper does use its wings to give a helping hand to the Landorus.
This is going to hurt.
This is one way that the Pelipper can bypass some of these speed interactions, just be able to help out as
But
the Sludge
great
Bomb
swap.
gets tanked here by
Great
Iron
swap.
Hands. In response, this Urshifu with the
gets
Surging
the crit?
Strikes is going to be 3 hits, and this Landorus.
Oh, gets the crit.
The only thing it gets to do for this game number 1 is it goes
Oh,
down.
that's huge. Luca. Wow. Wow. Game of skill, game of skill. Just kidding, they're so skilled.
It looks like
They're so skilled.
Is going to go for the Terra Fairy. So then it's going to be a lot
Oh,
more
that's huge. You got the Terra off the field.
From the Landorus. So a fantastic switch by Luca, not only using that Assault Vest to take the attack,
All right.
but enabling the Urshifu to come through and get that damage on the board.
What a great swap.
It's a very tough turn for both of
Preserved them on, got Iron Hands in.
Is that Terra going to come through? Are you actually going to see a switch? And so both of them really have.
You also gotta respect that Luca uses the female protagonist avatar, gives it that sick red haircut.
That's very true, and it's going to be interesting to see which
Versus
Pokemon
pink.
Yuta has in the back. If it is something
It's
like
red.
that Ice Rider Calyrex,
Oh, yeah,
you
it's
can
red.
start getting into a position where you might be able to set up the Trick Room and gain a little bit more
mean,
momentum on your field.
huge crits, huge read. Absolutely, that was insanity.
This is your big offensive powerhouse, and again, you have the utility with something
feel like
like
this
the
is a
Pelipper to be able to go for a helping hand here, just
tough
to be able to boost up
switch.
some extra damage, or at the same time,
Getting
try and
Ice
deal with
Rider
some big
in
damage with a Hurricane,
against
'cause those
Urshi
do hurt,
and Iron
considering
Hands.
it's holding
What's
a
the
life
strat
orb.
here?
Yeah, but the problem here is that because that Terra is gone, this Calyrex can't even go for defensive Terra with the Terra Grass. Maybe a little bit of good news for it is Luca is
All
going
right,
to remove
swapping
the
out.
Urshifu
What are
from
we
the
going
field in
back
favor
into
of
Miraidon?
So what is going to happen on this next turn?
Yeah, we got
as
that
you see the
Hadron engine.
activate once again, and Calyrex is also going to get out of there.
So
It's a little bit of a
strange.
bait here, actually, as Amoonguss
Oh, it
joins
was a
the field.
bait.
So we do see
Interesting.
this kind of
Oh.
slower mode in the back that was kept for Yuta as the fake
Oh,
comes through.
that was a
It's
huge
Amoonguss
read on
gonna be
that
able to
switch.
retaliate with a little bit of Rocky Helmet as Pelipper
Huge
does go
read
for that
again.
Weather Ball is going to be bringing the water type attack down into Iron Hands, but not enough to get the knockout. The bulk there really prevailing for Iron Hands.
Not quite enough, but now this
Waste of
Amoonguss
a
is on
fake
the
out, of
field.
course.
While it's not going to be
But
able to
now-
go for something
now
like the
Amoonguss
Spore
can
because the electric
Rage
terrain is
Powder
active,
or
none of these Pokemon will be able to get put to
Spore?
sleep. It does have the opportunity here.
Oh,
to
no,
go
no,
for something
that's
like
right.
a
Electric
Ball
Terrain is
Ball,
up,
or
so
the
no
Key
sleepy
Slug,
sleep.
Just get a little bit of damage down,
So
but
it's gotta be
also
Rage
go for
Powder.
the Rage Powder if it wants to. That's what
All right,
we
well,
see
not on the
with this
Switch.
Pelipper switching off
Oh,
the
maybe
field.
still on the
This is what
Switch.
Yuta wants, though. You want to make sure that you have the Calyrex
Yeah,
next
probably
to you,
Rage
Amoonguss, so
Powder.
you can provide
So
that redirection to enable a safe
redirect
setup
it.
with the Trick Room. But it's always a little risky switching in, and at least if the it's
Oh,
going to be just the Draco
no
Meteor
Rage
straight
Powder,
out the blocks
but
it into the Amoonguss. That's gone. It does not have the redirect
huge for
to
Luca.
support
Huge for
anymore.
Luca.
That's going to be another knockout here for Luca as Yuta Yuta, just like that, is down to his 2 final Pokemon in this first game. The Wild Charge as well is going to have to be taken here by this Ice Rider Calyrex. And on his selected terrain, not only is he going to be able to get a boost from that,
is he going to sweep?
You're also going to see that massive attack added in. The recoil, though, going to eliminate this Iron Hands from this
it's not a sweep,
but there's still so
but
many more Pokemon
getting the 1 KO via recoil. Pelipper the reliable. Big Milk coming on the field.
It still has its Focus Sash intact. 2 more turns of selected terrain as well from Rhydon to play around. Pelipper also does not want to have to face it. It looks like that's the forfeit coming in from Yuta.
Oh, wow. Wow.
What
I feel like, look, I'm sure it's good sportsmanship in the world of Pokemon. But I feel like forfeits shouldn't be allowed in Worlds at this level. I think you just have to finish out, like, just let your mons go down.
So vulnerable. You've got the Miraidon that's in the dominant speed tier, just able to apply so much pressure with any electricity it wants to turn its way.
Luca just came out with a vengeance. So now,
you and I were talking about how turn 0 is going
generally speaking, you would assume Luca's going to have the same lead because that's generally the play. If you had something that worked, go ahead and keep the strat up. So I'll be curious to see if he keeps it up or if he changes it up for game 2, just so that there is no read.
Had it been the Sandseer Storm,
but Yuta might have a response
amount of damage to both Pokemon, and
if
so
Luca
it's
does
keep
the same play for round 2.
Been a bit more to go for in that first turn, so you know that you can break the Focus Sash on that Urshifu, and also just
I kind of feel the same, Tuba, but they also know their team so much better, and if they got no strats to get through the best dragon, well, best Gen 9 dragon, let's be clear. There is other dragons. As weird as it is, though, I do hope we go to game 3. I'm a fan of going to game 3. It's so much more like on the edge. Whoa, that was a giant Pikachu.
Trick Room get utilized in that first game. Wonder if that is a strategy that Yuta could
You know what I can tell you as a fact? How uncomfortable all those chairs they're sitting in is.
We don't necessarily know how
that I know for a fact. They've been sitting there for hours to make sure that they get to watch this game.
On the lower side of that speed, but one option that you could see you to try to rely upon.
I would almost like to see the Calyrex coming out here with the Pelipper. You can provide,
but I'm definitely pulling for Luca. As much as I want to go to game 3, so Luca, you don't have to play that great this game. But
you can also support with very powerful offensive Pokemon like the Landorus to try and get a knockout while Calyrex sets up. And you also have Amoonguss for redirectional support. Lots of options, but let's see what the trainers have gone for.
Well, there's going to be an adjustment here from Luca as we do get a chance to see this Ogerpon, Hearthflame, and the Miraidon.
Did change it up.
Here for Yuta, it is going to be that Iron Valiant finally making an appearance on this stream.
Iron Valiant's such a sick Pokemon.
Yuta is not slowing down.
And
going on the
it does
You've got the
actually benefit from the Quirk Drive.
The boost that it's going to get from Quirk
That's
Drive
pretty
now,
cool.
It's going to be extra speedy, and you have the choice.
Ogerpon's good girl as well. Excited to see Ogerpon making an appearance in the World Championship.
Either. And so now,
both very deserving.
What do you actually go for here? With this Iron Valiant, it is running Spirit Break, so that is one way that you can start to control a bit of the special attack.
I'm very curious what happens here.
Because you have no way to actually remove the terrain, so it's always going to keep that Hadron Engine boost to its special attack.
Let's see what
the
happens
other thing
here.
that you have, though, is if you really want to, you can consider trying to switch something in or go for coaching. There's a lot of options here for this Iron Valiant to provide in terms of support.
It's going to be tempting to go for
Will
the
there be a
Spirit Break
turn 1
though,
turn 1 Terra from Luca?
But then Miraidon has that
Turn 1 Terra to the Miraidon.
Next to it to be able to provide that
we got Fairy?
You do see the Trestalization.
Oh, Fairy type.
Has been forced. There is no Dragon type on the field anymore. A pure Fairy type in the form of Miraidon here.
So that's huge for Iron Valiant, what Iron Valiant could do to Miraidon. And the Follow Me. Interesting.
Save it from taking a Spirit Break and luring its special attack.
Well, the Spirit Break into the Ogerpon is going to do just a little bit of damage. Is resisted, though.
Brilliant.
And that special attack drop not going to matter on this
Sludge Bomb.
offensive threat. But it is going to be the Sludge
Ooh,
Bomb.
Ogerpon out of here.
The knockout at the end of the day.
But maybe that was Ogerpon's whole. Ogerpon probably was pure. 1 hit KO. Look at that. All right, we got 3v3.
The opportunity to now adjust and switch up the ball position. The Volt Switch will mean a Pokemon has to come into the fruition, but then because you have had that other partner removed, you can also bring a second Pokemon into play.
Iron Hands.
So we know that Fake Out potential.
And now is he going to throw?
Once again, boosting up that Quark Drive and boosting the attack of the Iron Hands.
What's coming into that slot too?
We've got two future Paradox Pokemon in this match, but it's going to be Iron Hands that continues to
that's
prevail
true.
above all
Too,
right
they
now.
definitely do give some Digimon vibes with the Paradox stuff. Alright, Ice Rider's back. And Miraidon comes into the second slot. Very, very cool use of Volt Switch, knowing that you can get right back on the field.
Something like the Amoonguss in the back as well. That could be a fantastic endgame state for Yuta.
It could be, but there's not really a great way to remove this Miraidon before it can potentially get a decent amount of damage out. You look at the Landers with this Sludge Bomb, and it's not necessarily guaranteed to be enough for a knockout in a lot of cases.
Landers running Sludge Bomb is kind of
If
cool.
there's any little bit of extra damage that could come through,
Kinda
maybe
dig
this
it.
Calyrex is able to withstand another attack. It's why this Terra is going to be so important to have preserved for something like this Ice Rider to have a
That's
defensive
true.
capability.
Still has its Terra.
On the Landorus could be good as well, though, because you know fake outs in the field with the Iron
And I'm pretty sure Landorus was Fairy Terra.
And you're going to be able to do a significant chunk of damage to the opposing Miraidon here. If you do indeed go for something like the Ghost Terra, then you can avoid.
Like I said, I wanted to go to game 3, but I also just want Luca to win.
A key component. A lot of decisions here for Yuta.
A lot of decisions and not a whole lot of time to do it as he
Alright, he is going for it. Who's he going for?
One more win here and Luca's going to become your world
Ooh,
champion.
to the Calyrex. Alright.
The Ice Rider Calyrex going to take on that
Grass Terra?
Terrassization.
Yep,
He's
Grass
gonna
Terra.
have to hope that it can get through and survive some of this damage, and that this Trick Room is going to be the exact environment that it wants to be in. But as there's going to be a fake out here,
fake
this
out.
Ice Rider Calyrex is not going to be able to get a chance to move as a Sludge Bomb in return.
Oh, he lives.
Definitely not enough
Lives.
to knock out this Miraidon.
Draco
So
Meteor.
it's going to go
Is it
for
enough?
another Draco Meteor.
Yeah!
And that is
One
going to
hit.
be Luca one step
Alright.
closer to
3v2.
becoming world champion.
Well, this is going to come down to it.
Luca at this point in time, you needed the helping hand to be able to get the KO with that Sludge Bomb. It just wasn't enough without a critical hit to completely deactivate this Miraidon on the field. Fantastic play from Luca here, and you see the Amoonguss coming in as well. The last
Amoonguss comes in, still can't
remaining
spore.
Pokemon for Yuta in his bid to become the world champion. Trick Room is not in play. However, Amoonguss can now go for a little bit of redirection.
Trick Room
you know
is
that
not in play,
the
that's
opposing
true.
Miraidon is now locked into that Draco Meteor. It's had its special attack dropped, so it's not going to be dealing as much damage.
Yeah, and if you are able to actually get this Trick Room set up, then it is going to be a easier way
Miraidon.
to try to get through this Miraidon.
This game is
You
not
have to
over.
Your control, and you will be able to start dishing out some of these Glacial Lances.
Draco
As
Meteor
Miraidon does go for a Draco Meteor though into the Amoonguss.
Does not take
it's
it
going
out.
to do a decent
Huge,
amount of damage.
huge.
And no redirection coming through here. Instead, just the natural double target from Luca.
It lives on 2! With the Rocky Helmet. Oh, man.
Yuta still has 2 Pokemon remaining on the field. It did not go for the redirection. It goes for the Pollen Puff. Has Calyrex's back. And if Calyrex is going for the Trick Room, it flips the
Oh, this game's not over.
In control potentially for this Ice Rider Calyrex, but we have to see.
This game
how it's
is
going to
not
fare against
over.
something like this Iron Hands.
Iron Hands is definitely a Pokemon that can be trained to be very, very slow, and in some situations can indeed match that Calyrex in form. So we're going to have to see
Dude, are they
exactly
saying
how
it could be a
trainers
speed
have to
tie on
train
the
that
slow
Pokemon in
end?
terms of speed,
Not a
and who is
chance.
going to be the faster? Amoonguss really sitting on borrowed time here. There's no other Pokemon to switch out with, so the regenerator ability is null and void. And because the electric terrain is on the field, you cannot go for any spores. If anything, Amoonguss here needs to maybe, I think, only go for the redirection. You've got Clear Smog, but I don't think that's going to do too much. Although
This
for
is-
the Miraidon, it might be enough.
Is it going to come down to
Might be
2v2?
enough, absolutely, but Amoonguss and Trick Room is going to be the first to move. Iron Hands is going to take a very pitiful amount of damage there, and as it goes for the Drain Punch now,
All right,
it is going to get
Amoonguss is
a little
off
bit
the
of
field.
recoil thanks to hitting
3v1.
into the Rocky Helmet.
And it went before the Calyrex as well, so able to get a little
So
bit
it
of
is
damage
slower.
back. This
Does
could
that
be
mean it's a
indicative
speed
of how they
tie?
are trained indeed.
It has
Of
to be,
course,
'cause
Amoonguss does go down.
Calyrex
and now
went-
Calyrex has the utility to go for that Glacial Lance. Instead, however, it's high
Oh, high score. All right, so 2v1, 2v1.
And you will get the Chilling Neigh boost as well, but Miraidon is
Oh,
yet
and
to
Chilling
move.
Neigh.
It is yet to move,
I
but
didn't
it
think
is
about
at
that.
-4 special attack.
It's that attack.
So it may be, as long as this is not going to be a critical hit, it is going to just do a
Lives
little bit of
amazing.
damage at a time. Now that Miraidon is at -6,
Miraidon's already weak.
As the Farigiraf is now going to come in as that 4th and
This
final
could be-
pair
this
for
could-
Luca.
This is not what
Could
you
be a
want to see.
comeback,
If
could
you
be a
are the
comeback.
Calyrex here, not only is the Electric Sea boosting up the defense on Farigiraf's side, but it is rocking that foul play. And as your attack boost from Chilling Neigh get higher and higher, foul play's potential gets bigger and bigger. Calyrex going for the Glacial Lance. However, this is going to be enough to get the KO on Miraidon, but Farigiraf, no, it's
All right.
still here. It's going to have to take another
1v1.
one of those.
It's gonna have to take another one, and it's gonna have to survive.
It's gonna be a
another
1v1.
attack coming in from this Farigiraf. And so as we see
Gets
the
that
Chilling
second
Neigh come up
boost.
One more time, it's going to be even more detrimental as the foul play goes into the Calyrex.
It lives.
Puts it down so low.
Can it one shot?
So close, but Calyrex hanging on. a 1v1.
Can it one?
Gonna move first, just a single target down into the Farigiraf. And that's
Oh my God, what a comeback. What a comeback, what a comeback, what a comeback. Oh my goodness.
Masters Division, Pokemon World Championships. I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm not even
All right,
in the seat, Rose.
that was
It's that
absolutely
intense. Oh my goodness.
insane.
Here we go.
Absolutely insane.
I can't believe that down to the wire.
All right,
that
while they do
went.
this, I'm gonna leave it up on screen, but I
much
have
take
to
away
go
from
to the
last couple of turns
restroom.
of
I'll be
that
right back.
game. As we ended up seeing, the Trick Room get set up. The Iron Hands did move first in Trick Room. What an interesting takeaway from that game.
Trick Room was honestly very interesting here. Not only were the speeds, like you said, with the Iron Hands and the Calyrex interesting, but the key thing for me was that Amoonguss. It was able to hang on 2 hit points remaining. That was the completely pivotal thing, and you can see the celebration there from Yuta, knowing that that was clutch to be able to close out the end game. But also, I love the turn where he set up the Trick Room and did not go for the redirection, instead going, okay, Luca, if he goes down into the opposing Calyrex, then it's over anyway. But if he doubles down into this Amoonguss and I allow it to have the Pollen Puff boost, that's exactly what Calyrex needed in the end game as well. So fantastic to see that come into play.
It did. You could see just how much that HP differential got made up there from that Pollen Puff. Absolutely. I mean, there you go. Even just being able to deal that Rocky.
I'm back.
You could see Luca was a little bit disappointed not being able to actually get the knockout there.
Tuba, see, this is why VGC
gets to go for another
is just
attack. It has to take
it's
that
just
high
wild
horsepower and
because
getting knocked out for all of its troubles.
these top tier players just understand this game at another level. And VGC, it's not even it's not even knowing how to play Pokemon. It's knowing how to play VGC because they're two different worlds. Because like, look, do you ever see me? Oh, homie got excited. Homie got so excited. I mean, as he should. But yeah, this VGC is just a different world, and it's so impressive. So impressive. It is game 3. This is what I hope for. I'm still pulling for Luca, but boy,
Cannot believe this
either
is
of
what it
them have
comes
earned
down
this.
to. You can feel the energy right now.
And look though, that's why I said that going to the forfeit for round 1 was probably the correct move, because he probably held some secrets that he just used. But now at game 3 with zero to hide, because whoever wins wins.
That helped Yuta navigate through that game just a little bit better. But Lou,
there's no secrets to have. So game 3, Charmander Flames, Charmander Baby Flames, little tiny baby flames.
Yuta, Ishigaki, and Luca, Cherry Belly.
The leads are out once again.
Same lead.
Maridon with its best buddy Ogerpon by its side for redirection, and now we have got the Speedy and the Slow. We have got the
Speedy and the Slow. Speedy and the Slow. It's the name of my TV show.
It kind of forces your hand. What sort of mode would you potentially want to go for? And let's not forget that this Iron Valiant has the opportunity to go for coaching that would help to increase the attack.
Iron Valiant has coaching
right away.
I mean, if you go for the Terra Grass as well on that Calyrex Ice Rod, you're in a difficult spot here. It means you will resist the electric type attacks from the opposing Maridon.
But you get that flame from Ogerpon.
But you are fearing that opposing Ogerpon. If it wants to go for that fire type Ivy Cudgel, it is going to be dealing a huge chunk of damage. But whether or not with the coaching, being able to boost up your defense as well, that's going to be able to put you in a survivability spot, is yet to be determined. And if there is not a terrestrialization coming through from that Maridon, a Glacial Lance is going to hurt like a trap.
It will. So I think it comes down once again to what's going to happen on this very first turn, as we do see the leads on the board.
You can't see it because of my face covering it, but Yuta's like looking at his team sheet, trying to figure out what the move could be.
Yuta is in, I think Lucas
does the follow me.
Redirection coming through from that Ogerpon, drawing in all of the attack potential, maybe something like
no, it used coaching.
It's going to be that coaching coming through, and as you can see, Calyrex
and no Terra.
is going to gain the attack and the defense that is not redirected by the follow me.
But the Draco Meteor into that slot, it's not going to help you with special defense.
Oh, huge live sets up the Trick Room.
The Trick Room.
Now the speeds are very, very interesting. The Iron Valiant in a little bit of a detrimental position, but you could always use this opportunity to switch something in from the back.
Use the heart of the cards. Use the heart of the cards.
To be KO'd and allow it to try and go for something in return here. You could always maybe switch out with something like the Amoonguss, maybe just get some Rocky Helmet damage here, but for me it's about the Calyrex. In this situation, do you actually go for a Protect and allow one turn of Trick Room to allow for a ball position switch from that Iron Valiant, or do you just go for Glacial Lance?
I think you just have to try to make the most of the attack boost that you've been given, right? You may not necessarily be able
and the coaching,
to
coaching just is
onto this Ogerpon, but also depends on
physical
maybe how
defense?
these are trained. But at
Or was
the
it
very
special?
least,
I think it's.
this Miraidon, it is going to
I don't
retreat,
think
and instead it is going to be
that the coaching
Iron
actually
Hands
mattered in that turn, but it will
So
definitely
let's see what
matter
happens from
if
here
it does
after we
not
see
get
this
taken
attack
out.
boost for the Iron Hands.
Well, Yuta doesn't necessarily want to see this Iron Hands. We know that it has the
All right,
potential to be
Iron Valiant
faster
coming
in
back,
Trick
so
Room against
double
that
switch,
Calyrex, and with the very low
double
HP
switch.
remaining, it's got something like a fake out. Should be able to get the edge on it. The Pelipper joining the field, though, bringing
Oh,
that
fake
range
out's true,
is
fake
just
out's
going
true.
to enable none of these fire type attacks to deal as much damage, but Ogerpon playing defensively and going for that spiky shield.
Spiky Shield means that you are actually going to have it on the field a little bit longer.
Did you
It's
get it?
going to
Oh,
deny
huge read with the
another
spiky
boost to
shield.
this Ice Rider Calyrex
Huge,
attack, but
huge read.
as it's
Oh,
gonna
it
be
was
Iron
a
Hands
double
that
double
has to
though.
take its place. It has the Assault Fist. It doesn't necessarily have a way to boost up
Iron
its defenses,
Hands.
so that's over 50%. It's going to take from a single Glacial Lance.
This is
If I'm the Iron Hands now,
this
I've
is
got
a game
decisions to make. Do you
3.
go for the fake
This
out
is
to
a
the
game
Calyrex,
3.
or does the
But you
Calyrex
fake out.
protect? And then you wouldn't go for the fake out into the Pelipper, because if you leave the Calyrex unchecked, another Glacial Lance is going to do a huge chunk of damage. But if you leave the Pelipper unchecked, something like the Weather Ball is going to
Come
hurt
on,
going down
fake out the
into or a
Calyrex.
Hurricane even, into the opposing Ogerpon.
That's why we're going to see the Amoonguss actually end up taking this Pelipper's place
Oh,
instead
you
of
did
the
protect.
Calyrex,
You brilliant.
smartly protecting
You brilliant
itself
protector.
So it doesn't have to fear a fake out. Fake out does go into the
Ooh,
Amoonguss
but
though,
into
so
the Amoonguss
now
slot.
that you see that come through, it's going to be a little bit more Rocky Helmet recoil and the Ivy Cudgel
Ding.
going into the protected Calyrex.
I really like this play by Yuta. It's sacrificing a turn of Trick Room to switch up the ball position, because now Amoonguss going to be the slowest thing on the field.
Iron
It can go
Hands.
for something like the Pollen Puff and help that Calyrex regenerate a little bit of HP, particularly with the Radiant play. It gives it a little bit more defensive support, or at the same time, you can
Pollen
go for that
Puff
redirection. You know that the Iron
is
Hands
a
only
smart
has
move to
single
get that
targets
Calyrex
attacks, so you
healed
can pull
up.
them in. Obviously, the Ogerpon, however, being a grass type, is not going to be
Well,
affected
this
by
is
that
this
rage
is a
powder, so
freaking
it
game
makes things
3.
difficult.
I'm
It does
nervous
make
for
it
Luca.
difficult, meaning that if you try to redirect away something
I'm
like an
nervous.
Ivy Cudgel, or even just a Woodhammer, this Calyrex is already not going to be sitting at a very healthy amount of HP. So as you head into this next turn, we are going to end up seeing a terrestrialization
Luca
first.
Terra.
And let's see what it's for.
Nice to see it a little bit
Ooh,
later in
getting
the
the big
game, but it
mask,
is
getting that
indeed
big
going
mask
to
out
be
here.
On the Ogerpon here, dropping its grass type and just becoming a fully fledged fire type in this rain on the field here, trying to maybe use that embody aspect to boost up the attack stat and get rid of this Amoonguss.
I love
Would be
Ogerpon.
nice, but the Amoonguss going for the rage powder means it's going to work because it did get rid of that grass typing. So it's going to draw this attention away from this Ogerpon, as it also has to take the low kick. Another little bit of chip damage down to this Iron Hands as the Glacial Lance hits into both of these targets. The Iron Hands is definitely going to go down.
Ogerpon lives it.
Ogerpon, now that it has removed that grass typing, it still only takes about half of that damage.
It's still going to be vulnerable,
And it
though,
just had
considering that's
freaking raise.
another chilling nay boost that the Calyrex has got. The Ivy Cudgel going to come through
But
in
it's
the
gonna
rain
go
down
in-
into this
it's gonna
opposing
go
Amoonguss.
into there.
It's going to be able to hit hard, and it is enough to get
All right,
the knockout.
3v3.
Ooh, the knockout even through the
3v3.
rain. That is what you can see from just this embody aspect attack boost, really trying to help out there. It allows Yuta to bring in something else.
Is
and
Miraidon
this
still full
Calyrex
health?
in Trick Room is still going to be the
Pelipper's
one
back,
of the faster
Pelipper's
things on
back.
the field, but it's going to be the
Ooh,
Farigiraf
Farigiraf
now
comes
that's
out.
going to take this Iron Hands' place.
This gets very interesting now. You've got
So we
the
still
defense boost
don't
coming through from the
know-
Electric Sea, but you've also got Pelipper, generally on the slower side,
Yeah, we
Pokemon-wise on the field. But whether the Pelipper or the
Still
Farigiraf are
don't
going to be able
know
to move first
what
could be
his fourth
critical
Pokemon
here.
is?
Pelipper in a prime
Yeah, we do.
position
Iron
to
Hands.
target down something like a Weather Ball into that Ogerpon and remove it from play.
So
At the
Urshi
same time,
not coming to
Farigiraf
this final battle.
doesn't want to have to take another one of these Ivy Glacial Lancers, maybe doubled up from the Pelipper, could be enough to get the KO. You have
what
got
a
the
game
other
3,
boost.
what a game
Ogerpon
3.
may go down to
Only
another
one more
Glacial
turn of
Lance.
terrain,
This is the last
but
turn of Trick Room, though, so we are going to have to see Yuta try to make the most of it.
last turn of
and
Trick
while
Room,
you
too.
have all of these boosts intact, even the sliver
Last turn
of
of Trick
HP
Room,
means
last
that
turn
you
of Electric
will
Train,
be
but as soon as
up and
Miraidon
ready to
comes
go
back out, it
for
can
something
set back
like
up,
another
obviously.
attack. Now that there is also this terrestrialization
2
on
more
the
turns of
Ogerpon,
rain.
there's no way that Farigiraf can actually terrestrialize to a water type to try to resist some of this damage. So we see the Ogerpon go for the spiky shield here. Very safe play to make sure that it will be one of the fastest things outside of this Trick Room.
All
so
right.
when we do see this
It
attack
lives
from
that.
this Calyrex
How-
Ice Rider,
how's
it is not
Farigiraf
going to
live
end
this?
up attacking into the Ogerpon there. But critically, we also don't see a helping hand
huge.
from this Pelipper. But the
Foul
Farigiraf
play
goes
takes
for
it
the
out.
foul play. Will get the knockout onto the Calyrex, but what is this
2v3.
Pelipper gonna do?
2v3 versus
I
a
don't
not
think
healthy
there's too
3.
much that it can do here. The foul play removing the
What's
restricted
Pelipper
here.
do? Weather
Pelipper's
Ball?
going for the Weather Ball. It is finding its mark down onto that
That's
Farigiraf.
gonna be
Great
2v2.
boosted life ball
2v2.
boosting. It gets the knockout. But both these trainers now, as Trick Room ends, forced to their last 2 remaining Pokemon. Pelipper's going to be joined by
Down
the
to
Iron Valiant,
2v2.
and it's going to be the Miraidon joining the
But, all right, and then
Ogerpon.
electricity disappears.
Now that we end up seeing
But
this board state, we have the Iron Valiant that's going to be coming back in.
now when Miraidon comes back out, it should set back up, right?
Is going to be faster than this Miraidon, especially because
Oh no, it doesn't. It only does at the start of the game. Is that how that works? Or is it set up now? Yeah. All right, there we go. Gets that back up there.
Iron Valiant, and as you said already as well, the terrestrialization has been used on that Ogerpon, so there's no fairy terrestrialization that can come through from this Miraidon. I have to say though, the one thing for Ogerpon here is that redirection. If you want to go for the follow me and save the Miraidon from having to take a powerful Spirit
tough.
Break from the Iron Valiant, that can be exactly what the Miraidon needs in order to get some damage down on the field. You could go for something like a Dazzling Gleam, but there is the potential of a White Guard on the opposing side, so I think you've got to lock in something that's going to be boosted.
Yeah, but Miraidon has a huge weakness to Iron Valiant right now, being fairy.
Well, we saw how much the Volt Switch from the Miraidon did
And
into the
Iron Valiant got a
before,
boost
so
from Miraidon's
will
electric
certainly be able to get
terrain
the knockout
setup.
as well. You just still hasn't used Terra though, and there
This
is
is-
a very good
this is a game.
defensive Terra, but you take a look at this Pelipper being able to terrestrialize to the grass type.
Yeah, Pelipper can't protect either, so it's going to be completely vulnerable to any electric type attacks that are coming its way. So I think as you have got the terrestrialization in your back pocket, Yuta needs to unveil it now, and I think that's exactly what we're seeing, Rose.
It's going to
Going
be
for
a
Pelipper?
terrestrialization into potentially one of the final
Yeah.
turns of this Masters Finals. The Pelipper going to take
Huge.
that grass typing, a great way to be able to resist these electric type attacks from this Miraidon, but
But now you open yourself up to the fire.
Even if in the rain.
And you helping hand.
Into this Iron
Do you do a
Valiant. Do we end up seeing a redirection
follow me?
though from this
Oh,
opponent?
big follow me, big follow me.
Redirect away this attack.
The helping hand boost though
But can
is
it live?
going to be able to come through. Spirit Break, fastest thing on the field, connects down into the Ogerpon,
Oh,
but
and
not enough to be able to get the knockout.
eats
Now,
it
the
like-
physical
it
attacker,
eats it like
Ogerpon does not
dinner.
mind taking that drop for its partner Miraidon that does
Electro Drift into the Valiant. Good read, good read.
Drift into this Iron Valiant is going to be enough to secure
One
the
shot!
You see the headset come off and you
No shot!
This might just be all she wrote. This Pelipper, this last bastion of hope here for
No
Yuta.
shot! And the rain stops the. It's over. It's over. Luca wins. I mean, I'm not saying that yet.
And as we see the forfeit locked in,
Come on, dude. Why you forfeit? Why you forfeit? Just let your mon go down. Oh, boo.
Italy does it again. Luca Cherubini is
Let's go.
2024 world champion.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Detected for Luca Cherubini. An encore of applause is completely deserved.
Most of the announcers do compete. They just didn't. They don't always go for worlds because you have to qualify, but a lot of them do very good when they compete.
This is a player that has worked so hard for this moment in
Wow.
2023, being able to have one of the best
Look,
seasons ever. You
I've
talk about
been
all those
saying
top
it since the
16s,
game
he's
started.
been able to have the top 8s, getting a
I've been
second
pulling for
even in
Luca,
Bologna
and
this
by game
season.
start I mean
But
like before
we
that
made
game
it
started.
to this World Championships,
All right.
and he's done it. This
Wow,
is
and
his first major
we in theory
win,
have-
and what a one to have.
What is it? Still 30 minutes until closing ceremonies?
That was such a beautiful
Do we have to
celebration
wait 30
coming through
minutes?
from Luca.
I'm gonna
At the
pull up
end
the
of
schedule.
European season in Bologna, got second place, so
Bologna.
close to number one.
Oh no,
And you can see
we're
him here
literally
going
closing
through
ceremony
the
should be
crowd,
starting in 5
getting back
minutes.
onto center
They timed
stage,
that out
celebrating with his friends,
perfectly.
Who really were the true play he made
Aw,
along the way,
they're
as
hugging.
well
They're
as some
friends.
incredible Pokemon play. And
That was
commiserations,
that
we
was
have
it.
to say as well, to Yuta
But that
and
is
Shaka.
exactly what you want out of a World Champions. Comes down to game 3, 2v2.
As well as being so dominant with some interesting speed alterations, but Luca was, I think, constantly in control of the play.
That's what you
And
get
it's
for
so
having Skip Bloom on your head.
impressive
You're a
because of
world
just
champion.
How many unique adjustments Yuta really did have for this Calyrex Ice Rider team.
That was
very
absolutely
interesting picks that in theory
insanity.
should be able to help try to
Absolutely
neutralize a
insanity.
little bit
Wow,
of this Miraidon
what a world
matchup.
championship
The Landorus
matchup.
being able to deal that super effective damage or force a Terra. You
Wow.
also just have
Tuba,
this
you're
Iron
right. We
Valiant
had
that
Luca
has
from the
thrown a
beginning
snare in the works for a
of
lot
those
the
3
players that
games.
he's faced already, but Luca, very calm, cool, collected,
Together,
and also not
you know,
afraid to take
you
those
could
risks.
say the
Like switching
M64
in at
community
Iron
was
Hands for that very
had
first
Luca's
game.
back and made.
Thinking, there's a
I'm not
Cyclone
saying
on the
that's
other
why
side.
he
I
won.
don't have to worry about a Sanseer Storm.
I think you've said it perfectly.
Well,
He
maybe.
was completely in control. And I think although Yuta had so many key pieces that could apply a lot of pressure to Luca, he stayed composed throughout. And actually, it's not just about the Pokemon on the field. Sometimes you have to play the player as well. And I feel like Luca was constantly reading the book that Yuta was writing and was
that was
constantly able
killer.
to adapt. That that turn one play at the beginning of the set as well, like you said,
Oh,
bringing
Lou's-
in the Iron Hands just meant
Lou's
that the
hands all
strategy and
wrapped
the
up.
pressure that Yuta has was completely neutralized, as well as going through the rest of the set, making sure that those key components were removed so beautifully
I
by
also
Luka.
have
It
only
was
ever known her as
amazing,
Lou the
and
Pikachu,
as we got a chance to see
and I
from
never
Luka
realized.
yesterday,
I
it's
wonder
just
how you
been
actually say
so
her full
great to
name.
see his growth over the course of this tournament. Those top 4
Oh,
matches, that
good
top
for
8 match
Luka.
already just
That was-
so
that was-
stellar
that was a
in
world
terms of the
champion
play we got a
worthy
chance to see from
3
him.
games.
But let's go ahead and relive some of these moments from this 3rd game. We saw right away this Ice Rider Calyrex didn't
Yeah, that was-
necessarily
that
end
was
up getting knocked out
huge,
to that
not
first
getting-
Fatal Meteor,
not getting
but
that kill
Yuta was able to start to kind
off
of
the bat.
mobilize through these trick room turns and potentially win this game.
I think
I'm guessing that was a roll.
Here as well, with the
And it was
Calyrex
just
applying
a low
lot of
roll.
pressure, getting those chilling nade boosts as well. But the critical thing, I think, was actually at the very end, that last turn of Trick Room, going for the defensive play with the spiky shield, knowing the Miraidon had been preserved in
Yeah,
the back
that
for
spiky
later,
shield
with
was
so
huge.
much damage of Electro Drift. I think, again,
Huge,
timing it
huge, huge.
perfectly when Electric Train had left the field, being able to reset that
Ooh,
with the
Luke was
hands-on
looking
engine
up,
just meant that
reading
Luka was
him,
able to have the
reading him
perfect
like a
endgame
book.
play. Calyrex going down here as well, unfortunate for Yuta.
Was very unfortunate there, but I think also just Luka being able to play through these trick room turns and preserving this Ogre Pawn was so important, despite the fact that he ended up terrestrializing it to this single fire
I
type
mean,
and
let's be
actually
real.
removing its
Yuta
capability
should
of
be
being
stoked that he's
redirected
got
from this
like
Amoonguss. It was
still being
able to withstand
second
so
best in the
many of these
world
attacks,
for 2024
particularly
is
that glacial land,
huge.
to know that it could be there by this Miraidon at the
Especially in
very
a format where
end
you
to
can bring
remove the biggest
legendaries
threat,
and,
that
you know,
Iron
like,
Valiant no longer able
or
to go for something
restricted
like
as
that
they
super effective
so call
Spirit
them.
Break, and it was just amazing. If there was going to be one person that could potentially get through this really unique matchup, it was Luka, and congratulations to him.
All
Let's hear
right.
it for your world champion. Luka, I know it's very fresh in your mind.
Oh, he said he was
but
going to let the
what
game
do you think
decide,
will stick out as
and the
most
game decided.
memorable moment of your world's match?
I really don't know. I just feel like just the moment that they seal the game, I think this all I'm thinking about right now. Just the screen saying I won the last game, so I really don't have had much chance to say. All the memories are kind of blurry right now, but what like the most important.
Homie doesn't even know where he is right now.
When I was able to celebrate with my friends, which is the best feeling in the world.
Yeah, it
Aww.
must be overwhelming.
Celebrating with your friend.
We know
It's
you have put in
it's not the
so much
it's not the
work,
stuff. It's the
had
victory.
other
It's
top
the friends you made
finishes,
along the way,
and
right?
Practicing and playing. There are people out here who are thinking, you know what, I want to be like that. What advice would you give them to work hard and end up on this stage like you?
To be honest, this was very unexpected for me as well. So yeah, it's kind of difficult to say what was my preparation there. I just say just have.
I do actually
some
agree with you, Tuba.
Trust in yourself, something like that. Yeah, just train.
There you go. Trust in yourself. Instinct.
And like I can assure you, with the right friends, with the right preparation, with the right support,
Just like the anime taught us.
everything can be possible.
Friends is
That's
what you
great
need to
advice.
win.
Believe in yourself, practice hard, and there are a lot of
And
people
have
out here
friends.
who believe in you as well. You said you were celebrating with your friends. Anyone you want to say hello or thank you to right now?
Well, if I'm gonna go name for name, we're gonna be here till tomorrow. So shout out to my friends of the server and all the Italian community.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your support and congratulations again, Luka, your world champion.
And we'll get to see him get his award
Now,
in a
don't go
little bit.
anywhere. We have some trophies to give out. But for
Yes,
now,
you
back
do.
to you, casters.
Come on, casters.
Such a deserving champion. What
Oh,
a series.
I'm covering Sierra's
The entire
face.
day has been nothing
She got her
short of
Slitherwing
fantastic.
and
That
her
was so
Sprigatito.
hectic for us,
Sierra
guys.
winning on the
It
plush.
really was, and you could tell that both these trainers were just leaning in on those predictions for
maybe
that
I
end game.
move
That
myself
was such
down
an
here.
exciting match. I would have loved to see Calyrex Ice Rider win, but that was such an amazing game played by Luka and
I'll
his
move myself
Miraidon.
up top, I think,
Thoughts,
again,
guys,
for
'cause
the...
honestly, I was out in the crowd for that, and everyone just losing it when Luka
Oh, but
won.
now I'm covering up Sprigatito.
Yeah, it was just
Maybe I bring
absolutely
myself right here to the
incredible.
center.
So happy for Luka after seeing him kind of progress through this season, the top 8 at EUIC, getting so close in the Bologna special.
Nope, don't like
and then
that. Don't
coming
like
into
that one
this
bit.
event and just having an absolute Amazing
just come back up
showing
here.
coming into
I'm
the
floating
final
around. Look at
against
me.
such a hard
Look at me. Look at me.
opponent
Look at
as
me.
well, and at
I'm
times
just
it
like
looked
the
he
DVD
backed
thing.
was against the wall and wasn't really a way out, but really just staying resolute throughout and just getting over the line in such dominating fashion.
Yeah, I'm really happy that we got a game 3, right? That's, I feel like as casters, that's our big wish. We're
Remember
always
that
looking
DVD
for
thing?
is to get to that pivotal game 3. But between both of them, we saw.
So what I'm
fast
thinking
mode,
is
slow
the
mode,
so
it's very fitting that Miraidon wins his first
fitting that
World
Miraidon.
Championship in the
That's
Scarlet
what I'm
Violet,
saying. Scarlet
era,
Violet.
and it's eligible
Totodile
for,
plush
so,
looking good.
I
The
think
Wear
Miraidon
plush
was
is
the
that
real big,
it's kind of looking
call
weird.
this weekend that,
This is just
players got
look at me.
rewarded
I'm
for,
here
and got rewarded in the
casting.
Masters division
I'm
as well.
casting in
Not
worlds.
even just the medical for
Your
this
boy.
weekend, but from the
Your
get-go,
boy.
the second we had
Ba
regulation
ba 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 ba
G,
ba.
trainers were on
Ba ba
this
ba ba
before
ba
from
ba
the
ba
start,
ba ba ba.
electrifying
Hello,
win at the
my
very
name's
first
Sierra
regional. It hasn't really slowed
Hello,
up
I'm
from there. There was
I'm
definitely
Slitherwing.
good contenders along
Hello.
the way. As Raider
I'm
almost did
Coco.
vie for the title, and even throughout the different championship matches that we got to see a variety of strict
Yeah, you know,
really
it's
pushed together. I mean,
thank you
Tyler
for
Shadow Rider as
recognizing
well
my
had a
DVD.
fantastic showing here.
It really did, and it goes
Thing.
to
That
show
was-
you
that was-
that even if the metagame feels like
I need
it's
to
in
do
a
that more
position
often. I
where,
need to make that a
only
part of my
Calyrex
shtick.
Shadow Rider will win. Only
It will be
Miraidon
funny
will
every
win.
time.
There's a lot of opportunities for innovation, and we saw
my God,
a
I should
lot
just
of, unique
animate that with
Pokemon
my.
picks, such as that
I
Iron
guarantee you, I
Valley,
can
such as
make that an
Iron Strike
animation
from
for
our
my
juniors
logo.
match, Joe,
Just
to
have
try
that
and
be part of my
capitalize on the
BRB.
fact that Miraidon
Just
was
have
gonna
it.
be one of
Oh,
the
that's
more powerful
brilliant.
ones
I need to
here.
work on that.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a couple of quirky Pokemon across the board because I never expected.
I've seen it hit the corner maybe twice in my life, and that is with a lot of hours spent.
Fantastic.
Like
and putting up a
an
really good
embarrassing
showing
amount of
to
hours.
Make a run with a Pokemon that maybe people didn't necessarily expect to, and make it to the
That's crazy though.
finals is nothing
Out of
short
top
of
8, that was
amazing,
the only time
Luka
Yuta
did
had
such a good
it go
job
to
of
game
kind of
3.
weathering that,
Luka had to go to game
I mean,
3
out
at
on
top
top
8.
and just really good positioning in the Iron Valley and with the Spirit Break, especially in that game.
That's what I'm saying too. But if I need to work on that being my not necessarily with my face, but with my logo, with this logo. You just have this bouncing around. Also, M64 plays shirts. Just saying.
To pull that big threat out of the way and allow the Miraidon just to kind of finish things up. Like you say, Miraidon started the format successfully, and it's kind of
shiny hunting for the DVD corner hit.
Amazing job by
love that. That was shiny hunting before shiny hunting existed.
Not to mention everything from the entire weekend.
Yeah, and I do think
you know what?
Credit to,
I am gonna go make that next cup of coffee because I'm
having 11 years later an Italian champion facing off against a Japanese finalist. It's very poetic to see here.
It really, really was. I mean, I love these photos. I just have to say that from the gate. There is so much personality on it. But I mean, even when we're looking at kind of the trends and kind of like what's thematic and stuff around, I know that you're always about
brewing.
those
It's an
fun facts
espresso
and those
machine.
stats.
It should be done in just a second.
Facts. And for those who like to know
That was my last.
information,
I need to go to the grocery store today.
You
know what I'm not going to miss at all about Germany? Not going to miss at all about Germany. It's the fact that freaking grocery stores are closed on Sundays. Sunday, normal grocery shopping day.
World Championships in the Masters division with Incineroar, Salamence, Thundurus, and Cresselia. But other fun facts.
Beast, I'm in Germany. It's freaking 5:30 a.m. right now. But I hear you. I mean, I do hope I get to go nap.
On Shohei's team and Luca's team there. Urshifu 2 out of 3 years. And now Farigiraf getting some revenge. Maybe Michael Kausch a little proud in the crowd. Moving from finalist last year to now world champion.
I mean, Kyle, someone that maybe next year, because these runs back-to-back have been insane. But for
I mean, I don't know what I want in Z. I mean, I don't think. Hold on one second, guys.
Have a nice chunk of change in your pocket.
But
to make
ZA.
Sure that you can make the trip out to next year's World.
Yeah,
I'm stoked that Megas are coming back. I'm curious how it's going to work.
Here at the World Championships.
Very, very curious.
I mean, I don't know about y'all. I know we don't know where we're going yet, but I would hope that the prize money would be enough to afford a very extravagant trip to wherever Worlds will be next year.
A couple texts.
Hey, you can get some plushies. You can get yourself a nice dinner with your friends after this weekend. Enjoy your time.
Yeah, Luke was buying tonight.
It's a good day
Do they win money?
But
Do you win money if you win Worlds?
at
That's
the
a question.
championships, and I know the money, I mean, it's absolutely great, but being able to be a world champion after
It is a
this
day of rest,
weekend,
but
getting
it's
that
also a day where I
trophy,
want to eat.
That's the real prize here.
And
For sure. And what's some great memories as
I
well?
literally
mean,
finished
we've
off
seen
all
this
the
throughout
snacks
all
I
of
had
the
in
video
my
game
hotel
championship
room
finalists and
last night.
champions, with all the family there supporting
man,
them,
what do I
all their
want out of
friends
ZA?
supporting them. I mean, what a moment for these trainers.
It's fantastic.
I honestly-
mean, even Luca was saying, like, this moment of jumping off this
There's
stage,
so many
I
things I
mean,
want from
Virtue,
ZA.
fantastic.
I don't want it to be competitive.
That you always
I want it to be. I still wanted to keep the.
When a champion is crowned and they jump into.
Oh, too. But I mean, I've been to Germany so many times. The windows, but I also don't forget. I have a place in Portugal and we have the same windows there.
You know, this one is going to be immortalized now. Luca is the 2024 World.
Surely they have to win money. I agree. But yeah, I love European windows. I love European windows. The only thing I don't get about Germany is none of their windows have freaking screens, so just bugs come rushing in. So that's the only part I don't really get about German windows. Like all of our windows in Portugal have screens on them so that the bugs don't get in. So we can just keep them open all night. But here, if you keep them open all night, you wake up and you have 8 million mosquitoes. Not even mosquito bites, just actual mosquitoes all over you. Unrecognizable. All right, my coffee's done. Let me go put some almond milk in it.
Of this weekend, who you're cheering for, what you enjoyed, and from every facet of the Pokemon World Championships, because we only get to cover a little bit of what's here in Hawaii, but it has been a great weekend overall. There's still a smidge more for today, though, because of course we have our trophy ceremony over on the stage with Anna.
Wow, Championship Sunday really has been something to remember. You all came to watch the show. None of our trainers went down without a fight.
Oh my god, look at that Pikachu.
A special shout out to everyone who played at events this
All right, hold on, I'm going to record.
Locals, regionals, internationals, and of course at Worlds. You
all right, I mean, this is kind of closing ceremonies, but I also kind of got to go to the bathroom.
So give yourselves a round of applause.
All right, hold on, you guys can watch this. I'm going to go ahead and run to the restroom real quick now that I have my coffee.
Please first give warm congratulations to your junior finalist, Tatsumi Shimanuki. And now, let's hear it for our video game junior champion, Kevin Hahn!
I'm back. The juniors are always so cute when they win. I wish I could have caught that match. Tuba, I don't agree with that statement at all. I do not agree with that statement at all. You know what is efficient? Being able to go to the grocery store on Sundays.
Our video game senior finalist. Let's hear it for Luke Crow.
Can you imagine if here at closing ceremonies they don't even give us Pokemon news, they just give us Donkey Kong news? What a world that would be. I remember when Luke won.
Our video game senior champion, Ray Yamanaka.
I remember when that guy won. Look at the junior. He's so small with the trophy. Oh, that's adorable. It's adorable. And that Pikachu is gigantic. That's a Gigantamax Pikachu if I've ever seen one. Gen 8 remakes confirmed. That Pikachu's huge.
And now for our Masters division. Your video game Masters finalist is...
Yuta.
Yuta Ishigaki!
Yuta, you did good. You did good. Silver medal. You know, don't you like how they waited until Olympics were done? Because they just knew that Pokemon is just a bigger medal. And probably all these homies probably were in the Olympics, and they had to wait until these guys were done being in the Olympics. I'm sure that Yuta does
and finally, your
the
video
pole
game
vault.
Masters champion,
Luca. World Champs 2024. I feel like last year they did all the awards like for Go and everything at the very end. Maybe I'm misremembering that. Yeah, my dude. Get it. Tuba, I think you could say the same for Luca, though, because I think Luca low-rolled onto that Calyrex. Because that Calyrex could have killed on a high roll. So I think you can say the same for either. Sparkulars. I really dislike those spark machines. They're lies. People say they're cold sparks. They're not cold sparks. Fun life facts. I've watched him set people's pants on fire. Woohoo.
While we reset the stage for closing ceremonies, we're going to stop in the analyst lounge one last time to recap the epic journeys from this year's event.
I guess I will.
Ceremonies will be starting very soon, and of course, we have some special announcements.
Special announcements. That's what we're here for, guys. Proud of Luca.
There you have it.
Who am I covering up?
Champions have been crowned. The World Championship.
I don't know this guy. I don't know that guy, so I'm going to keep covering him.
Preparing for an amazing closing
I'm guessing these are people from TCG and Unite and blah, 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 blah.
I know they are really good because they refuse to tell me what they are. Hi, everybody. I am Jake, a.k.a. Spraggles, your resident.
Tuba, that's what I'm going to believe they are.
I am joined by Scott, Ross, and Butters. We're going to be talking about
I remember that beast. I do remember that.
And Pokemon Go, everything that happened this weekend while we get ready for those big announcements. Why don't we talk a little bit about VGC?
Hey, everyone probably just enjoyed a great
show.
So,
all right, yeah, so
I don't know if you've ever had a better
do we think there's any chance that we get some game that we don't even know about? It would not be, it's pretty late. We have gotten game announcements in July and June before. For the end of the year. Do we think there's any chance of anything? Also, I think they're going to announce, we know that Worlds in 2 years is in San Francisco, which is an interesting spot for what would be the first Worlds since the 30th, yeah, 26. It is weird that for the 30th anniversary they'll be in San Francisco, but we don't know where next year will be. I get the feeling they might try and do Spain for Worlds next year because, you know, or Portugal. Look, you know me, love Portugal to death. Perhaps.
Weird facts that we have about it, but somehow it's still.
All right, Tuba, your team mystery game. I like it, but
we did have a nice little pattern where every 6 Worlds tournaments, Japan gets the win.
Yeah, I mean, so Beast, I would definitely be, and we know we're getting something because they already hinted at it at the opening ceremonies. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Also, look at that haircut. That is a haircut and a half if I've ever seen one. Put the bowl right on top. Love it. Absolutely huge fan.
Pretty much good matchups across the board.
But yeah, with Legend ZA, I think at the very least we're getting ZA news.
Wow,
it might not even be any gameplay yet. It might be them saying we're a year away still. It might be the classic Legends of Zelda, like, we thank you for your patience.
This is the best day to be a Pokemon fan of the entire year, in my opinion. Actually, scratch that. Best 24 hours for Unite to be a part of that as well.
I mean, look, he said it, not me, but yeah. I was going to say Dwight Schrute haircut. But good old, what's his name? Not Jim Carrey, Jeff Daniels.
World champion. That is Yakai right there. Our first ever APAC region Pokemon Go
yeah, this was the Pokemon Go.
He is one of the most consistent trainers in Championship Series, but he's also probably the most talented team builder and team composition reader.
Homie was from Hong Kong.
Able to read the opponent.
Yeah, his interview was kind of rough.
Unfortunately,
kind of rough.
Was the only trainer
I didn't realize.
Unable to read, and
to me, the wild thing about Pokemon Go is not only the fact that you're tapping and then you go A or B with your moves. I understand the strat actually. I finally understand the strat. But the thing I don't understand about Pokemon Go at all is how they decide who is actually like a good mod. Because if you look at like Poliwrath and Skarmory are two like the world champ mons now, which is just wild. Poliwrath hasn't been a Pokemon worth noting since Gen 1.
And this time they didn't drop a single match.
Skarmory, truly a forgotten Pokemon.
Inadequance was unable to reset the bracket, so literally 0 to hero It is an amazing Pokemon journey.
That is incredible. I mean, that makes me feel like maybe I could win.
Oh,
I think I
all
can,
right, Beast.
actually.
Hold on, wait. You just hit on
Pokemon
something
Unite
huge.
was
Because
absolutely
that would be the
insane.
move.
We had
To
another
prevent the dry spell from being too much of a dry spell, they need to do what they did before during that 2016 break.
Championships were won by
If they want to
Day one, the former world
yeah, hold on,
champs
I'm even
knocked out of the tournament early.
I'm even going over here. You can't hear the game. What Pokemon needs to do right now to get the dry spell gone is they need to do the virtual console thing. It's the end of the Switch's lifespan, so they can still even do it again, but put it at Nintendo Switch Online, 2D Pokemon games. They don't even need to be remasters. Just straight up put the port and make it home compatible. If they just do red, blue, yellow, give us the gamut. So you get, let's say you get like the Game Boy games and the Game Boy Color games for free membership, and then you put all the rest on premium, or frick it, put them all on premium. I don't care. But that would, if all of a sudden you can play all the way up through even the DS, or give us Coliseum, give us Gale of Darkness, whatever, that would hold us over without any new games until ZA. Great way to get us ready for the 30th anniversary. Even though they could want to save that for the 30th anniversary, all of a sudden they release all existing games on the Switch predecessor. I don't know. Anyways, back to this.
Got knocked out in day one. How did your guys world champions do throughout this tournament?
Yeah. We had a bunch of world champions that we were tracking throughout the weekend. Tord Reklev was 1 match point away.
See, that's what I'm saying, Beast. You know how many people would get NSO Premium if that was the case? Like, it would bring them so much income at the end of the Switch's lifespan.
But I got to ask you a question, Sprags, while we're here. This is the question. You know what the question's going to be?
Online trade, exactly. All of a sudden you can online trade in, I mean, all right, so we've had gold, and we've had gold and silver and red and blue were on
this year.
The 3DS.
Won the world championship.
Every time I
Mamoswine won worlds in what?
Every single time I see Mamoswine, my boy, plodding along.
Was that Unite? That was Unite. Yeah, online trading for Ruby and Sapphire for the first time in forever. Look, I don't have any need for Diamond and Pearl, but give me Platinum.
For Mamoswine, right? Didn't win any games last year. This year wins the entire thing.
They've not put out any DS games. I would even take. I don't know how they would do it screen-wise.
All of a sudden is the biggest thing, and I
but
really
if you give me
your question
that, if you give me black and white, just ported. I don't need remakes. Just give me black and white on the Switch.
What happened with the champs?
I mean, we
Come
had
on.
a wide variety of champions. We're just throwing them at the bracket as quickly as we could. Every world champion who played on the stream in day one lost. So
trade list evolutions.
We needed to stop showing
you want Gengar to be able to evolve without trade, like just put link cable inside every game.
Make it to the top 32 of the tournament. Both of them lost that round, and that was kind of a story of the tournament. Like, a lot of our
that was a story of the tournament. The fact that Wolf Click went 9-0 and then 3-0.
Despite the big names not doing so well, I think the quality of play has really never been higher. So
rough.
Everyone's probably looking at this tournament and thinking, oh man, I'm really going to have to work next year if I want to compete with these guys.
Amazing. I would love to talk.
Look, I wouldn't be mad if they put a link cable into the game.
We have the closing ceremony ready up on the big stage. Take it away.
Here we go with closing ceremony. 30 seconds. 30 seconds to closing ceremony. Dance music. Tuba, I don't think that's happening. Aww. Cute. Oh, that Squirtle. That Squirtle had bubbles for goggles. That Squirtle was adorable. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Big news coming in. I'm calling it Spain or Portugal for Worlds next year.
Hello,
give me Portugal. Give me Portugal.
Have you had a good weekend? I thought so.
My weekend has been good, actually. Thank you for asking.
Thank you all for being part of Pokemon Worlds 2024.
You're so welcome. I'm glad I took the time out of my day to
As you know,
be here.
we like to preview the latest and greatest to come to the Pokemon universe. And this
yes.
year is no different.
Good.
But before we discuss the future, let's take a moment to look back on this weekend.
All right. I'm gonna mute this. You just can't trust the songs. So, anyways, sorry you guys got no music right now. It's a very, very Moana-ish song. Moana meets Lilo and Stitch, you know. Well, actually, you know. So, there's music. Bum ba dum ba dum. Actually, I wonder if I can do it this way. I know how to do this. We just double check on this. All right, so you're putting out 4. All right, so now in theory, can you guys confirm that you do not have can you confirm that you do not have audio right now of the... Oh, no. It would be this one. All right. 1, 2, 3. Nope. All right, so you should not have audio. Is that correct? Most overrated Pokemon? Incineroar. All right, hon, but just to confirm, right now you guys do not have audio, correct? Hold on. Yeah. Is that correct? Okay, I figured it out. Fantastic. I appreciate you guys. Because I still want it to be a part of the recording just in case I need it. I'm not gonna lie, the drone technology is getting pretty darn cool. Definitely pretty cool. I hope I can make it to a Worlds one day, but I also like being able to watch from home. Definitely, because when you're there in person, there is a lot of waiting around and stuff. Unless I got invited as a creator and then get all the creator fun things. Wait, why, who, what? What did I say? I don't remember what I said. Also, props to these editors for making it about the players and not about the content creators, because it's awesome that they invite all the content creators to go. And like I said, I would love to be one. Seats at home are way more comfy. Oh, why Incineroar? I just don't like Incineroar. I hate its design. All right. Now I should be... Game audio back on. Audio back on. Bum, 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 bum.
What an event!
Got the toggle right here.
The memories from this weekend will be treasured. I know I personally am so proud to be part of this with all of you.
Aww,
now,
it's the friends we made along the way.
Updates to share. To present those, please welcome to the stage the president and CEO
Ishihara.
of the Pokemon Company, Mr. Tsunekazu Ishihara.
Hi. Look at that legend rocking that sick shirt. All right.
観戦してくださった皆さん本当にありがとうございます。そして、新しい世界チャンピオンになられた皆さん、心からおめでとうございます。
Thank you everyone for tuning in and
You're welcome.
congratulations to all of our new world
Yes, congrats. I love that he always has the same translator. It's such a legend. Do we know if his translator works at the Pokemon Company?
This has been one of our best events to date, and I am thankful to all of you for your warm support.
また今年の世界大会の成功に ご尽力くだ
What
さ
you
っ
got,
た
Ishihara? What you got?
ボ
What
ラ
you
ンティ
got?
ア
What you
の方
got?
々、大会スタッフの皆さんに感謝します。
And thank you to all of the staff and volunteers who worked so hard to make this event a big success.
それでは、
They do a good
これから
job with that stage.
ポケモンの最新情報をいくつかお伝えしましょう。
Now, I would like to share some of the latest news for our Pokemon games.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Latest news.
ポケモン GO は
Pokemon
先
Go.
日8周年を迎えました。
Pokemon Go recently celebrated its 8th anniversary.
That's crazy. 8 years since Pokemon Go Mania.
より豊かなゲームに成長していくのを
Pokemon
私
Unite?
は目の当たりにしてきました。地元の公園で友達と一緒にレイドを楽しむ遊びから最高レベルの競技プレイまで誰もが楽しめる幅広いゲームになりました。そんなポケモン GO に新機能が
No, Pokemon Go.
まだまだ追加されます。
It has been exciting for me to see how full and rich the game has become, with something for everyone.
Oh,
Friends
okay. Still
raiding
talking about Go.
together in local parks to the highest tiers of competitive play. And there are still many more new features to come.
Yeah, like Dynamax, we know about
予
it.
告をご覧ください。
Oh, I'm sure that this is going to be them showing Dynamax. Yeah, this is them showing Dynamax. Simulated game. Love it, love it. Another Galar Pokemon. We have gotten very few Galar Pokemon. This is a new Galar Pokemon. Does it switch to Dark? It does switch to Dark. Weird Pokemon to be like hyper focused on for a trailer, but good on it. That's literally it. They're not even going to show Dynamax. No, here we go. Dynamax Kingler. Look at that. Oh, the sky getting dark. Dynamax is such a good gimmick. Are they going to go Gigantamax or just Dynamax? Because it kind of looked like they were going to just start with Dynamax and then go to... But if it's Kingler, it's Gigantamax. Oh, they're just taunting it. And we knew this. We knew this from art, official
モ
art.
ルペコがポケモン GO に登場します。スペシャルアタックを使ってバトル中に姿を変えることができます。
So Morpeko is coming to Pokemon Go, and it will have the
I love
ability to change
Morpeko.
its form within a battle using a charged attack.
ポケモン GO のバトル
Oh, I
環
wonder
境
if you
に
can
どう
only
影
change
響
its
するのか
form
楽しみ
in
です。
battle.
We're very excited to see how it may affect the Pokemon Go's competitive environment.
さらに
Interesting.
ポケモン GO の世界に
So I wonder if they're
新た
saying
に
it is actually
巨
competitively
大な
viable.
新機能が加わります。近日中に公開される続報をお楽しみに。
Additionally, you can look forward to something gigantic coming to the world.
All right,
of Pokemon Go.
Gigantamax. Maybe they just start straight for Gigantamax. All right, I'm sure they're gonna do some Unite news. Give us a new something.
ポケモンユナイトは3周年を迎えました。
Pokemon Unite recently celebrated.
Too, but you
its
talking about the
third
Dragonite?
そして現在アクティブで
Beast.
情熱的な
I tried to play
コミュニティが
competitive.
築かれていることに
Well, not in Go. No, I don't play or understand Go
その
competitive.
証が昨日
Oh,
の
Giant Jigglypuff
決勝
too.
戦にも
Totally
現
true.
れていました
I thought you were talking about like the Lighthouse
一昨
Dragonite.
日に発表された500点選手の新モードは今後の戦いに大きな影響を与えるかもしれません
I'm thankful that we have such an active and passionate community, and the World Finals match yesterday was truly a testament to their
It's so
spirit.
interesting that Unite's
And
final is
500
not even in the
pros
final
in the
day.
field the other day may have a role in future competitions.
さてポケモンユナイトの最新映像は
New
こちらです
New
Here's
Mon
a
coming to the
sneak
game.
peek at the next updates for Pokemon Unite.
Yeah. I really love the style and look of Unite. And I wanted to Ceruledge, cool. Armarouge, cool. Oh, they do look so good. Like I was saying, I love the style in the game. Ceruledge is already in though, right? Yeah. So how does that work though, dude? I assume they both still have to start as Charcadet, right? And then, but based on what your license is. Ooh, Darkrai. It's a speedster. It doesn't look like a speedster. All right, it does use his signature move to put him to sleep. Huge, huge, huge. I mean, I don't know because I don't play the game, but I assume it's huge. Third one. Psyduck. No shot. That's amazing. Look at homie go. Surfing. Surely it evolves, right? If they made it unable to evolve, that's even more hilarious. Psyduck is just straight up Psyduck, can't evolve? We'll find out in November. I mean, I won't because I'll listen to Steve talk about it on Oh, I love that they made the comfy lays. That's adorable.
Rouge, Darkrai, and Psyduck are preparing to dive into the action.
It's just so wild that they're saying Psyduck and not Golduck. But I guess Golduck would not be a supporter. Alright, trading card game. I remember this time last year they announced the past and future, or whatever, ancient and future. Oh, Pocket. I am excited for Pocket. Pocket's gonna be my kind of card game. Open my couple, whatever, 1, 2, 3 free decks every day. When does this come out? I saw Joe Merrick from Sarah B. Joe demoing this, and it looked so cool. I probably still won't battle with it, but actually maybe I'll finally learn the card game thanks to Pocket. But you know, I've never been like a TCG online. I can just do daily polls as shorts. $100 cards collected. You know, you got a release date? October 30th. All right. Pre-order now. Pre-order. Do I get Mewtwo with it? Pre-order bonus. Oh, that art is sick. I think that's going to be what makes this game. I mean, it's free to start at least, they said, so I'm not going to spend money on it. Looks great. October 30th. Pre-order now. Let's see if I can. Is it truly pre-order now? Let's see. Pokemon Pocket. Give me a QR code because it's not on the App Store yet.
Players all over the world have been enjoying collecting Pokemon cards since their debut in 1996.
It's just called Pokemon Pocket.
Card game Pocket lets you easily collect Pokemon cards in a new digital format.
Pokemon Pocket, maybe. Oh, pre-registration now live. Where do I?
Trainers can pre-register now via the App Store and Google Play, and we're so excited for you to have the opportunity to play Pokemon trading card game Pocket.
Oh, it's only in some regions. Currently on iOS. All right, we'll try and find that after. Yeah, normal card game news.
Next, we'd like to share some news about the Pokemon trading card game.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say that's wild if they just went all in on Pocket and just ignored the physical cards.
So please have a look at this video.
It's so easy to sink money into the TCG. So easy. This is adorable. So maybe they just haven't fully launched it and... Aww. Love me some good old... Weird that they're for Honolulu. I mean, I know it's Honolulu, but focusing... Where's Nebby? Show me Nebby. Oh, trainer cards are back. Lily's Clefairy. Weird that it's not Lily's Nebby. Cramorant. Sold. Cramorant. One of the best Pokemon of all time. Marnie's Morpeko. Oh no. Marnie's Grimmsnarl. Gonna be honest, I remember when they did this like with the gym leaders and the Rockets. It's not my favorite gimmick. Is that Red's Charizard? Oh, was that a Reshiram? In's Reshiram? Come on, come on. I will want that. Oh, that's hype. All right, so they're going. This is definitely starting some 30th anniversary vibes. If they're going through all gens. But whose Charizard is? I mean, just other than the fact that that's a very TCG Terra form. Show us a Reshiram card. Of course. Inzor. I love it. There it is, Reshiram. Oh, not a full art. Oh, I want that card. Team Rocket. Team Rocket. I mean, look, I'm not gonna. But I might try and get. I might try and get that Reshiram, the full art Reshiram. Probably another Charizard though. Red's Charizard or something like that. That appears to have made huge hype though in the chat.
You look forward to the excitement that the introduction of trainers Pokemon
huge hype in the chat or in the chat. In the crowd. Time for video games. Not that Unite is not a video game, but give us something hype.
Event here in Honolulu.
Come on.
I would like to take a look at the future of the Pokemon
Yes,
World
yes, yes, yes. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Oh, no, next year's Worlds. What's going on? What's going on? Going to LA? That's Santa Monica, no? No, where is that? That's LA. That's 100% LA. Anaheim. Wow, Anaheim Worlds. Crazy. Crazy Anaheim. It's weird that they hinted like LA because LA is not Anaheim. All right, so Disneyland 2025 World Championships confirmed. The journey continues. Come on, give us. I thought, but we know it's San Francisco. It's crazy if they're doing 2 Californias. Or are they just announcing it now? Yeah, they're just straight up going straight for 26 San Francisco. Because San Francisco leaked that they have 2026, so they might as well just make it public news. Wild. Are they announcing 27 already? Double California. Crazy. Actually crazy. Actually crazy. I guarantee you the only reason they announced San Francisco is because it leaked. the freaking venue announced it like back in March. I can't believe they didn't even just go in and change venues after that. Does this mean Gen 10 is based on California?
Thank you everyone for always supporting Pokemon.
One last thing. Come on, one last thing.
Look forward to seeing you all next year.
No shot. No.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ishihara!
Wow. Zero news.
As the 2024 Pokemon World Championships draw to a close, we leave more fulfilled and inspired than ever before.
That's
we crown new world champions.
Crazy.
New friendships and memories that will last a lifetime.
Absolutely
the future
insane.
Of Pokemon shines bright, with the 2025 season coming up quickly on the horizon. A heartfelt thank you to our gracious host in Hawaii for the unforgettable weekend.
I mean, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all.
Support of Pokemon. Until next time,
I'm just blown away.
Stay strong.
This is a new path for Pokemon.
Next chapter of our incredible journey. Bye for now.
All right, bye for now. That's crazy. Actually crazy. All right, well, that was actually crazy. So we get no new news as far as the games. They really just kind of teased to get that viewership in, didn't they? Which is just actually wild. But hey, oh, Tuba. Well, yeah, what can you say? What can you say? I can't say that I'm necessarily mad. But it's just crazy that they like hinted so much at it. So with that said, it is 6:15 a.m. I think it's time for a nap. And but also just to like end on a note, what a world like that Masters final 3 battles, insane. Absolutely worth getting up for. Absolutely. Those great matches. I cannot believe it went to a game 3, and I cannot believe it came down to 2v2. Yeah, no, exactly, Beast Knight, or Beast. I'm just calling you Beast. So yeah, I think it's time for me to go take a nap because it's only 6 a.m. and I've been up since 4, and you know that's even early for me. Even early for me. So to all 126 of you, also Tuba, so stoked you got to see your first VGC. Claps for Tuba. Absolutely crazy. So thank you guys for hanging out with me during that. For the very minimal news, I'm gonna go try and see how I pre-ordered Pokemon Pocket, and yeah, I will probably be back for a Radical Red stream later today. Yeah, Beast, it was great having you here. We are at our next Radical Red stream, which is likely later today, which was tomorrow for some of you. It's going to be, we're going up against Giovanni 1 again, which is our personal best currently. Or we're actually at it. We've matched our PB. So the question is, can we beat our PB? And we'll hopefully find that out later today. I love you all. Have a great rest of your evening, day, whatever it is for you. And I will see you, who knows, a couple hours. I love you guys.